sorry broadcast.
We're just gonna do.
I haven't just been sitting here for 5 seconds.
Hey, how are you?
Hi, everybody.
There's an intense discussion about how to shuffle the Twitter handle thing now.
Oh yeah, we really.
We'll just point. Don't worry about it.
I didn't even tell him Chris was gonna be here.
Oh really?
Because I didn't even know he was gonna be here. So
you're not Jeff.
Yeah.
I know.
No.
Sorry, I apologize.
I don't know.
Hey,
I know.
hey out there in the internet, thanks for watching Off Topic live. Or if you're not watching it live, thanks for watching it later at some point.
Yeah.
This is episode 88, I think, probably. I'm your host, Michael. Joining us this week, we've got Jeremy, who lost his hair. Where did it go? That's his next book.
I look shockingly different
Yeah.
because I have a goatee, I realize.
Chris Demarais, not from Achievement Hunter. Look, they got your Twitter handle.
Wow,
They,
that was
they
quick. They were
Wow, they were
back,
quick
yeah.
on that.
They did it.
Well
They
done,
got
guys.
Jax, unfortunately, still spelled right, and it's Ryan.
Hello.
Everyone's Ryan.
TV's Ryan.
Some people's right.
So you snagged just at Chris Demarais, huh?
Demarais.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a
was it
common
Demarais
name.
or
It's not
Demarais?
a common name.
How pronounce
Chris. No. No.
last name? How-
Demarais. I don't.
Demarais,
I've
okay.
met like one person with the same last name. That's
Was
it.
it your father?
Were they family?
Yeah, it was my sister.
Outside of a family reunion. All right.
It was awkward when you killed her.
Yeah.
There can be only one.
Yeah. Now I got that handle.
Yeah, got it. She was also named Chris. So,
It's one
yeah,
of those.
awkward.
There's Christina. Yeah.
Yeah.
Transcends.
We're 37 seconds in. Jeremy's poured his first
Listen,
shot.
last night, honestly, I was like, I might just start
Last
drinking.
night's fault.
Oh, yeah.
I said to myself, I might just start drinking when I get in. When I thought, like, to work,
Yeah.
not to the podcast.
And you didn't.
I didn't
So
because we had to
good
start running.
restraint.
I saw ants everywhere and I panicked.
We have
Yeah.
ants in our
We have
office.
ants in our office.
We do.
Again.
Again.
They finally
You
got
dust
us.
busted the ants, and they just all it did was just move them into.
Yeah, they don't die.
Now they're concentrated.
They're just
No,
in the dust
I
buster.
dust busted almost all of them and then took them outside and like threw
What's
them
this
everywhere.
catch and release? Drown them.
Well,
they're not gonna come
listen,
back,
for me it
right?
was either I was gonna
Oh,
throw
don't
them
come
out
back.
or I was gonna. But if I threw them out, they just crawl out of the bin.
What would
I
it-
Did
threw
you at
them
least
outside.
jump up and down on them as they're on the ground?
No, because
You gotta kill 'em.
They bite those ones.
What would it take
Don't bite through
to?
your
What would it
shoes.
take to convert the Achievement Hunter office into like one of those restrooms where it's just all concrete with a drain in the middle, and we just walk in and just hose everything
That's
down?
a shower you're describing?
No, they have like the restrooms, like auto cleaning restrooms. Have
I
you seen
mean,
those things?
what you're saying doesn't go well with computer equipment, but you know.
Right.
Just Scotch guard it, right?
That's
Isn't
the
that, like, just-
restrooms
you
with the
water
drain in
off
the floor because
electricity and
people
Scotch
piss
guard.
on the floor, right? That's
Yeah.
like water and piss on
But you
the
see
floor.
that's
Why
like
is there always piss?
I don't want to invite that into our
I've
office.
wondered that too.
Why is there piss on the floor?
There's piss
People
on the
just
floor?
don't give a fuck.
In
No, we're
almost
talking about
every
bathrooms.
public
Oh,
bathroom.
yeah.
there's
Because
piss on the
someone's
floor.
like, it's a bathroom. I'll go
They
nuts.
have
be
those
fair.
self-cleaning things to just wash
You
this.
know
It
what I
doesn't
mean?
matter.
The robot will get it.
Have you
There's
never
piss
had it
everywhere.
though, where you whip out and you get ready to pee, and then it's like there's a partial sealage at the spout, and it just like
Oh,
No,
that
just-
happens.
I mean, that's a post-sex pee.
Cross-streamed,
That
but like
you can or it's
the gunk gets clogged.
Yeah,
in the
well,
pipes.
post-sex pee stream is
It's
like
like,
everywhere.
yeah.
I said I've never really necessarily tied it specifically to post-sex, but
It
I can
is.
see that.
Could
I
be
think-
post-jack off.
Okay, well,
Or could you just be
I think he was
slept-
thinking just separate than that.
Well, see, I don't
entirely. But
Now,
should've
I take precautions. Now I preemptively just like.
You just
separate.
every time you pee, you just pop it.
Yep, I make sure.
You just,
Better safe than peeing on your floor.
no, I'll just pee. I'll the 1 out of 20 times if like urine pops out, I'll just go oops and then.
I would rather not.
Yeah,
wipe
in
it
my
up.
own
There's
house.
toilet
I'm just-
paper,
I'm
wipe
gonna
up the
hit
rim,
toilet.
throw it in.
It takes half a second. Just
it's just an extra
Good.
step. Of
Does it make a noise?
sometimes.
You may need to get that checked out, Ryan.
I drilled some holes in the top so I can play like a flute.
Ryan gets
Jeremy,
checked out
that's-
almost every day.
You're the one playing it, or is someone else?
I mean, depends on how good a day it is.
It's got an ocarina dick, basically. It's just
Jesus.
covered up. It makes different streams.
When someone's going down on me, I want them to have a good time. They can... None of that is true.
He's so thoughtful.
something skin
so
flute. There you go.
well.
Okay. Oh my God. Well then, how are you doing, Michael?
I'm good. Chris, why the fuck are you here? What do you want?
Well, okay. I guess I thought I was
Brutal.
here. Whenever.
I tried to come at him.
No. I thought I was gonna
I'm
get.
coming at you hard.
I thought I was coming
fuck
on
are you here?
to get confronted about an interaction we had at RTX.
Did you
Do we
really?
have an interaction?
Yes.
Who?
It sounds like
You
Chris
and I
had an
had an
interaction.
interaction?
It's funny because
Yes.
he doesn't remember it.
Yeah.
clearly.
I don't.
It was
What?
coming out of a bath.
Under what pretext were you invited
What happened?
here?
Was he opening his dick?
No.
Did you catch me
Chris-
mid-spread?
Chris-
No.
I do spread the dick. That is-
No. There was an interaction coming out of a bathroom
You
with a
isolate
toilet
that?
seat.
What?
You don't remember
Oh, I
this?
do remember that.
I thought that's what it was. I thought you
You're
were.
a fucking toilet animal, is what you are.
Okay, back it up.
Okay.
More detail.
So there was the 2 bathrooms backstage that all of us kind of tried to pile into just because those were the isolated
behind
bathrooms.
center
Yeah,
stage.
yeah, the
Okay,
hallway.
yeah.
The hallway, yeah. So I'm coming in right after Chris, and he goes out, and I go in, and there's just fucking like half this toilet seat is covered in toilet paper, and it's just kind of like dipping into the water. And I called him back. He's like, "What the hell, man?
All right.
If you're gonna do it, at least push
So,
it in the fucking toilet when you're done."
I thought it was, all right?
Yeah.
I thought it was.
I built, like it's a public
You built yourself
stall.
a seat.
You
Yeah,
did.
and
You
you
built
like you
yourself a
layer with toilet paper
That's a
around
nest,
it.
is what that is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure did.
I have to say something related to this story as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let him finish his
Well,
part.
so I
But-
and then
oh, boy.
I thought I had like pulled it into the thing. I guess it didn't catch
no,
all the way
no,
through.
No. On the day, walking out, you're like, oh, I just thought I left it for somebody else. Nobody wants to
Jesus!
sit on your
at
fucking
RTX.
secondhand toilet paper.
What? As a lot of people.
You didn't just look at it and be like, okay, flush. I'll put the rest of it in the flush
Just
again.
undermine
Done.
the point. Now it's like someone's ass has definitely been on that.
I'm gonna out you here, Chris, because at
Oh, God.
RTX,
Oh, man.
I had my wife with me at RTX. Kat was hanging around, and Kat at one point was like, "I need to go to the bathroom," so she went.
Oh,
And
God.
after she came out, she was like, "So, Chris was in the bathroom before me, and there was like toilet paper all over the seat. Exact same
Are you
thing."
kidding me?
She said the same thing. She was like,
Also,
toilet paper all
I
over
would
the
like to
seat.
point out to you, Chris, that on the wall next to the toilet are handily pre-made toilet shaped.
I like to make my
used
own.
to-
I like to make
Listen,
my
I
own.
can't be trusting those sheets.
They're so perfectly shaped
They're
for
pretty
it.
sat on.
So okay, so you sit, you put the toilet paper down, you sit on it, do your business, get up, and just leave the toilet paper there.
No, I'm not
That's your
intentionally.
We now have multiple instances where
We've got
do
two.
that.
This is not why
And
I
my
had
response to
side.
Kat was, "Chris is kind of a weird guy."
It makes total sense. I wouldn't question it. If I walked in and I encountered the same thing, I'd look back and see Chris and I'd be like,
Oh hell no! I made him responsible for it. Like, you come back and deal with this.
But you probably would use like your foot though.
oh
Like,
yeah.
You wouldn't use
Foot-
your hand.
Foot
Jesus
does
Christ.
everything in the bathroom.
Yeah.
When,
Yeah.
Half the time
To
I
his
kick
credit,
the faucets
he did
on.
deal with the situation.
it was
When called
After
on.
called on.
Yes.
when I was in when I was a kid, when I was in driver's ed school, when I was like 16, I went to go peed, and then after as class was starting, the driver's ed teacher, like in front of the entire class, called me out. It was like, you pissed all over the seat and left it there, and I was like, no, it wasn't me. But so he just called me out and then made me go clean it up in front of the entire driver's ed
That's
class.
brutal to do that to someone.
Wow.
And that is why you spread it first.
Well, now,
Jesus
but
Christ.
see, now I don't have to
Wipe
worry.
it afterwards.
Now it wouldn't matter if someone peed on it because I've already built up a protective layer.
Well, then you
to
leave
clean
it
up.
there. Now it's just
Wait.
soggy toilet paper.
This is just
Do you not
sitting
lift
there.
the toilet seat up when you're pissing?
I normally do now, because I learned from.
Then you did.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is you did piss all over the toilet.
Maybe
seat.
I did.
There we go. Stories.
Went from he blamed me for nothing to
I
there's
was
a good
innocent
chance it
and
was
he called me on it too. It may have been my urine.
So,
50-50.
So you thought that you're like, oh, Ryan's gonna give me shit?
I thought
piss
that.
thing?
I thought that.
I
was-
completely
thought
forgot
was-
that.
How was
Wow.
it presented for you to even be on the podcast?
Yeah.
That had nothing to do with me.
I got an email saying, "Would you like to be on Off Topic on Friday?"
Okay.
And I said, "Sure. Why?" ... And so
Was there no
And-
response?
So
after that?
he's been living with this for a
Yeah.
few days. We're just like, what do they want? What's going on?
What are they gonna do?
And what he came up with was toilet seats.
that's what that's what
Yeah.
came to mind.
Okay.
That's I like the strings that are pulled at this
Yeah,
company
yeah.
by the puppets. Fucking the puppet masters. I had someone email me.
I saw that
What
broadcast.
was that?
Yeah. And they're like, hey, so day 5's coming out soon. So would you want to have Chris, Josh, or Aaron on the podcast? I know it's obviously I just didn't reply to that email. I thought that was an answer. But then people kept asking me about it, to which we were like, yeah, I guess Chris. We'll have Chris on. Sure, we can have Chris on. And they're like, oh, okay, cool. We'll have Chris on. I'm like, okay. That was like 2-3 days ago. And then yesterday, I'm like, hey, so is Chris on the podcast tomorrow? And they're like, I don't know. Not sure.
I had said yeah.
Not sure.
I
I'm
had
like,
said
oh,
yeah.
Okay. So then
Broke
someone
out.
came up to me today, and they were like, "Hey, Chris is on the podcast, right? Today?" And I go, "I don't know. Maybe. Maybe he is. I don't know. You tell me. Is he?
I guess so.
Hey, you made
Here
it.
you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I passed Michael and leaving stage 5. Michael's like, they're still asking me. I don't know.
Generally,
I didn't know it was that big of a.
I don't think it was that big a deal. It was just someone.
Someone.
Someone was fucking. Someone's plotting something.
That's what I thought. There was a whole confrontation thing. It was gonna be like an intervention, which I guess it kind of became that.
So you just
Well,
wore the shirt on accident.
No,
No, that's all he owns.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
guy.
No, and then
The rest
there
is
was-
around a
there
toilet
was-
right now.
There was more conversation. It's like, oh, also, like day 5 is coming out, and so I was like, oh, okay, is that what they told you to tell me, or is that the actual reason? I was still, I was still suspicious.
I feel like you built a real conspiracy
Yeah,
theory.
I
It's like
did.
there's layers of lies that
Layers
you're
of
peeling
toilet
back
paper
to figure out
to
why
peel
you're
back.
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like an onion.
Just pushing it into the toilet.
I just thought it was funny to have like, we can get Chris, Aaron, or Josh to promote
Ooh.
day 5. It's like, well, they all work here, and that like we can promote that, right? Like I could be like, oh man, day 5 season 2 is coming out. You should check it out.
And I was
It's
like,
great.
hey, Jake Busey. We should get Jake Busey on. That'd be cool. No, we can't do that.
we got Chris. Though.
No, we got Chris.
I worked with Jake Busey.
Yeah.
That was
Wow.
Can you get him? On
Tell
the
us
podcast?
about the Buse.
6 steps
The
to
little
bacon.
Buse.
He's big.
He's fucking
well,
big.
but
very-
he's not the Buse.
Yeah.
He's like Buse Jr.
It's his son, but he's tall. He's an, and
Is
he's,
it?
What?
Is it his son?
It's,
Yeah.
Really? I thought it was
Yeah.
like his brother.
No, it's his son.
Wow.
Jake. It's his son. Yeah.
Damn, okay.
How old do you think Jake Busey is?
He's been around forever.
And he's
No,
not
Gary
that old.
Busey's
He's
been
not
around
that old.
forever.
Yeah.
Forever. He
He's
was in
only like-
Starship Troopers.
Yeah.
Was like the late
That's
90s.
forever ago.
Right.
He was in Frighteners.
He was
Yeah,
in Frighteners.
he was in
fucking great in
Frighteners.
Great
Frighteners.
movie.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Peter Jackson.
He's
very
good.
tall guy.
Yeah, very tall, very cool.
I
Very,
heard
like-
it was his son. He was Gary Busey's son.
Whoa. What?
maybe a cousin? No,
But he's so old.
he does seem like he's older. But that's just my memory, because I remember him from
Do you
Starship
think you're gonna get him
Troopers.
for
Yeah.
season
It's
3?
so
if he
long
watches
ago.
This?
I mean, that was probably when did Starship Troopers come out? Was
That
that the
old piece of
90s?
shit.
Let's see when Starship Troopers.
It
came
would have
out.
been
I mean, it was-
90s.
It was. I just remember there
was
was
late 90s,
boobs in it.
I
There
think
were
I think
boobs
so.
in
I would say like
Yeah.
And dick.
7.
There's. I don't remember that.
There's dude ass.
There was no D. I didn't do
They didn't
D.
drop the
They
D.
They didn't do D till like the
Yeah.
2000s.
There was Casper Van Dien. 97 for
I called it. I was
20
like-
years. 20 years ago.
Yeah. And he was like in a
He was probably
adult
like, he was
in
probably
that.
like 20.
He was probably in his 20s.
I'd say he's
Yeah.
probably like 40.
Yeah, let's
He's in
see.
his-
Let's find out. Okay.
So what's Buse Jr. like?
Good. I mean, he's a
All
guy,
right.
nice guy. Nice,
Wow, all right.
No,
Thanks for coming by, Chris.
Yeah.
Jake Busey.
Watch Day 5.
He's 46 years old.
Oh, he's
Okay.
only like
So he was
five.
26 when he filmed Starship
Yeah.
Troopers.
He,
Okay.
he does have like probably the most bizarre character in the show this season.
Okay.
Like insane character. Like we used him.
And
to
you
his
didn't
full
write
potential.
that. He just showed up like
Yeah.
that.
He wasn't even supposed to be on the show. He just
Was he like here?
He just wandered on the set one day and was like, all right, well,
Yeah.
just keep the camera
Way to
going.
get
He
hired.
plays Carl in the show.
Carl.
I will say it's on his IMDb page, so he does give a shit about us. So that's good.
So Chris isn't a liar. Jackson, let me check this out, you piece of
It's
shit.
on IMDb.
All right, it's confirmed.
How'd the season go?
It's good. It was intense. I mean, we were like shooting out in the desert. We tried to get you for a part.
I
too.
know. I'm sad that I didn't get to do
Yeah.
it because we were during Let's Play Live.
Yeah. It sucked though, because it would have been a good part for you. Oh well.
Remember-
It had
Next
Ryan
season.
written all over it.
Yeah.
Are we doing another season? Are you announcing another season right now?
There's day 7.
Is he
I
announcing?
can announce it. I have no authority to
authority.
announce it, but yes. Sure. Season 3 coming.
Hey, you're right here first. Boom.
Unverified.
Reddit.
I have no idea if that's gonna happen. I mean,
Watch
hopefully.
Then why'd you
Two.
announce it? You just announced
Hey,
it. It has
I mean,
to happen now, or you're a
Watch
liar.
season
exactly.
2, and I'll be in season 3.
There we go.
There you go.
And I'll be in Laser Team 2. Look for me.
Yeah.
Are you?
Are you?
Maybe. I don't know.
You don't even
done
know.
with that, right?
That was the joke.
Yeah, they're-
Oh, they're done filming?
Yeah.
Super over.
And I'll be.
Are you gonna be in it?
Oh, Michael.
Maybe.
They said there's still some pickups they might put me in,
They're cutting around.
so I don't know.
Like a Ford F-150?
Yeah.
A Tacoma?
It's actually 250.
Oh, okay. Nice. That's even better.
It's bigger. It's a higher number.
That's true.
You're like a truck bed, or
Well, yeah.
I mean, it's pickup.
well, you can have like a covered back. You don't really need the truck bed. Like, I mean, the liner. So
We're in a
the
weird
spray-in.
version right now.
Do any of you actually own things that can move things?
No.
Like
Like a
truck-
wheelbarrow?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a truck or like
I have
a
I have-
SUV.
I have an SUV.
I have an
Yeah.
SUV as well. Do you need? What? Are you moving?
I'm not sure.
No.
why.
Just wondering because it's like
I would
I
say
did not
no.
know.
I
That's
would
what
say
I'm saying,
I wouldn't help you.
Just
This
I would
one-
say,
just wondering,
I'd say,
because I feel
Chris,
like-
you're doing great. You worked here for quite a while. You can afford movers. Is what I would
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
And
I mean-
I'd recommend you some.
it's I'm not moving.
Okay, good.
Do you
It's
want
just
to
like
move?
no. I'm just
okay.
curious. It's always interesting because
Just
Do
log
you need
that
someone
away.
to help you
How
hide a
often-
body? What's
No.
where are we
It's
going
always
with
like
this?
I always wonder. Like I would never want to own a truck because I don't want to be the guy that gets asked to move.
Okay.
I can see that
You know what I'm
mentality.
saying? Like,
I can
yeah.
understand.
Well, that's
that.
why you get a shitty like SUV that doesn't really have a lot of room, but just kind of
But
a
you can
little
still,
room.
Yeah.
and you can be like, oh, I can't because there's like,
It's like I can go to IKEA and probably get back with whatever I buy, but you don't want to move with my car.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's not a moving car.
We got it with. It was one of those things where we were about to have Eli, and we're like, we need a new car. SUV. It's kind of like getting a minivan, but not quite.
Yeah.
cooler.
It's better.
But it's not. You don't
better.
go full minivan.
Yeah.
You don't go full like obnoxious car that you
Yeah.
don't need.
At the time, Laurie had like a little tiny Acura, so it was like you need a place to put a car seat.
We have one SUV now, and we're looking at buying a second car, and we're probably going to get another SUV.
They're useful. They really are. I wish I had one lots of times.
You just bought a new car.
No. I'm
lumber.
saying I wish I had like an SUV sometimes. It's like I bought that car because like I wanted a fun car.
You
But,
should get.
but now it's like I have a
SUV car.
4-door and a 2-door.
Sure.
And
Right.
it's like,
What you do
So
is
you
you
have
just
a
get
total
like
of 6
a.
doors.
and it's like
8 wheels.
and the Mazda's fucking tiny. Mazda
Yeah,
3s
yeah.
are small. And
Yeah.
I recently I didn't realize that like Mazda Miatas, is that the coupe?
Yeah,
That's a
that's
tiny
the-
little
They're
that's tiny.
super small.
Oh,
I
they're
parked
itty-bitty.
next to one. I was like, what the fuck is this thing? It's like a
It's like
go-kart
a
with a
matchbox
hood.
car, basically.
What the fuck is that? But
Do you think you could get like an Uber X and just take it? Is it X
to
is
do
the big
to
one?
move.
Or to like go to
Uber Black
I need
is
to
the
go to
big one.
Home Depot. I just
like
need a
Uber
bunch of
XL.
lumber move.
Uber XL.
Uber Black might be like the nice.
That's the
car.
luxury.
Oh,
But
luxury
could you
cars.
do you, if you needed to move a bookcase? Could you rent an Uber XL and then be like, I'm moving this book?
Probably. I
Seems
bet.
like-
I bet they
No.
wouldn't help you.
No.
But.
Well, maybe.
They'd probably
Like,
show
put in
up
my
and
car.
I don't know. It depends on the person driving.
Depends on how many
Some people
cases
would be
of
like,
water they
"Fuck
had
it."
in the back already.
Because I never thought about that, but that's actually a really if you just because we're just even going one way.
We should test this. We
That
should actually
sounds
see
like a
what you
social
can get away with.
disorder.
How
That was a show that Chris did.
How much
When
furniture
are you
can we
announcing
fit in
the
the
next season of that?
or not?
Now?
No,
We're not.
Wow, that one just gets a hard no.
Is broadcast gonna explode if you don't mention what they put on the screen over there?
Yeah, sponsors. You didn't talk about sponsors yet. Do we have sponsors this week?
Didn't he?
Oh, I didn't.
Yeah. See, they.
Oh, that's what that.
Oh, did you not see that?
Yeah.
No, I saw it for like a second earlier.
Oh,
didn't,
I'm sure a few of them have already.
We can
died.
splice this in.
Oh yeah, I just didn't mention. it
Everybody
at the
pretend
top
like
of
it
the
was 10
episode.
minutes ago.
It was like 25 at this point, but that's fine. This episode's sponsored by Casper Mattresses and Blue Apron.
Nice.
I'll tell you about one of them right now, because why not? I didn't miss
wow,
the
25
beginning
minutes in,
or
let's do it.
anything.
There you
It's
go.
almost like I'm making up for the fact
We
that
started
I
late,
did-
only
that
about
I
20
did-
minutes
That's
in.
true. You're right. We did start late because we're terrible.
No.
Hey.
Yeah.
I'll find it. You let me know. Hey, Jeremy, get in. You're not in the shot. There, see, I'll be there. Wherever you put the camera, I'll be there. You can't get rid of me. Hey,
going?
hey,
What's up?
I noticed that your head's bald now.
Yeah, there's no hair there.
Did you rest that head on a mattress at night?
Sure do.
You want a nice, smooth, comfy mattress?
I can feel the softness over my entire head now.
Let me tell you about the mattress that I'm sure you already knew about. It's Casper mattress for your body to sleep on.
Hell
This
yeah.
episode of Off Topic is brought to you by Casper. Casper is an online retailer of premium mattresses for a fraction of the cost. Casper is revolutionizing the mattress industry by cutting the cost of dealing with resellers and showrooms and passing that savings directly on to the consumer, which is you! Casper's mattress is an obsessively engineered mattress at a very fair price. Casper is made of supportive memory foams for a sleep surface with just the right sink and just the right bounce. Plus, its breathable design sleeps cool to help you regulate your temperature all through the night. Please talk about your personal experience with Casper mattress. Boy, I have one at home, true story, and sometimes I sleep on it, and it's very comfortable, and I enjoy it. It's a very nice mattress. You can buy it easily online and completely risk-free. It'll be delivered right to your door in a compact box. Casper understands the importance of truly trying out a mattress that in all reality you spend a third of your life on. Casper, I got it, offers free delivery and painless returns within a 100-day period, so you don't have to lie down in a showroom. You can save an additional $50 towards a mattress purchased by going to casper.com/offtopic and entering promo code OFFTOPIC. That's Casper.com/offtopic. Promo code offtopic. Terms and conditions apply. Free shipping and returns to U.S. and Canada. Damn.
I got a Casper mattress. Those things are nice.
They really are very nice.
I don't have one. I should get one.
Kind of
should get one.
stuck in a cycle of hate with mattresses right now.
Cycle of hate.
Oh,
Why do you hate
not with a
mattresses?
Casper mattress.
No, I need to upgrade my
Sure.
mattress is the issue here.
Casper.com/off topic.
Our first.
Promo code off
There we
topic.
go. Maybe I'll use it, or whatever.
No, you should probably just be like, hey,
Hey,
help me out.
Casper, I really need a new
You
mattress.
do the
you know why?
do the ad read on your show.
Yeah, the glitch, please. You
Oh,
should
there we go.
Get a sponsorship on that, right?
Glitch, please.
Is that show still going?
It is, and I'm sure Ashley will get a nice mattress out of it.
There you go.
So the problem is with the mattress we got right now, it's nice. It's like a memory foam kind of thing, but we got it as a wedding present, so it's now
dated.
10 years old.
Yeah.
Which you're supposed to replace them at 8, right?
Probably.
Foam mattresses are different though. Like spring mattresses, yes, because the springs break or whatever.
Let me
over
tell you
time.
what this has happened to this foam
Oh,
mattress.
God.
Okay, so almost immediately it was subjected to my dog Maya, who, as a puppy, was we think stepped on.
Oh, no.
Which broke her pelvis.
Ouch.
And this
Oh.
she's fine
You
now.
said that
no
really
problem.
It's
like
cool.
happy
Oh.
tone.
Well, I mean, it worked out well for her because she
Okay.
ended up living with a vet instead of living with whoever she was living with at the time. And the only negative side effect for her is that it makes her have bladder control issues.
That's
Oh.
a big one though for a pet.
It is a big one, and she likes to sleep in the bed.
Yeah, but actually, it's bigger for you than for her.
It is.
Really.
So
Wait,
we
depends on
swam
what
in
she
a lot of
ate, how
puddles
big it
during
is.
her early life.
So you didn't have a water protector over
We
it?
did.
And it still just went through? It
Well,
just
you know, you
defeated
got to wash it sometimes.
I got
and she's real bad about just continuing to be a problem.
Timing. Yeah.
it? Yeah.
So she got through more than once.
Oh, yeah. You don't want water on foam mattresses. That's bad.
And so, you know, we've had pets that have desecrated this mattress for quite a while. And now we have children that desecrate the mattress. They do, you know, like just 2 nights ago, Libby threw up on it.
You should just put toilet paper all over it.
It's a great idea. That's not a bad idea. And I'll just leave it there for the next person to use it.
Yeah.
The next.
Even better, they have these things, like disposable things you can just pull out of the wall and
Yeah,
just
yeah,
put
it's
right
on the
over
bed,
next
yeah.
to it.
I would be really creeped out if I go into someone's house and they like before they pull out a thing, spread it over the mattress.
This is for you.
No, it's like the doctor's office when they have
Oh,
like
yeah,
the
they just
butcher
roll
sheet.
it.
You just
Butcher
pull it.
paper.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Just
on a
tear it
bed.
off. Like, all right. Just
Would
go-
you sleep in a hotel that had that?
Why not? That's probably cleaner than what they got.
Though.
That's true.
Yeah, it's paper.
Fucking
It's at least
paper.
If it was like a sheet, like like a silk sheet
Linen.
or something, like yeah, like all right, pull it out and tear it off.
I want to make sure.
What if it was just a
Going away?
loop, though?
I want to make sure when I roll over at night, the adjacent 4 rooms wake up.
But so I want to buy a mattress, but when things keep peeing and vomiting on it, it's hard to justify that it's
The
time.
Yeah.
Jings.
It's basically everything in my life is like, should I get new carpet?
don't
Well,
they make-
something peed on it
You want to
yesterday.
get that one last urine out.
10 years.
But it never
10
ends.
years.
Don't they make like
Also, my back is now scoliosis permanently. It's
That's not what a
curved
mattress
that
is supposed
way
to do.
And this way, and I'm like an inch shorter, I think, than I used to be.
You only like those rubber sheets they make for.
I've got one of those.
Boo-hoo.
And they pee through it.
Not rubber, but it's like a.
It's like a
Yeah, I mean, they
It's
make like a film that
waterproof.
goes up. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So you just take it off and leave it off for more than the time it takes to wash it.
and put it back on. But you know, sometimes in the middle of the night, things can happen more than
No,
once.
but you go home like, all right, it's afternoon. We need to wash sheets. Wash the sheets. Put the thing back on. Don't
Yep.
sleep on it without it.
Look, dude, there's a lot going on. Sometimes there's a lot of laundry already in the queue.
Listen, I understand.
wait till
Logic
there's
can
no
get out of
queue.
hand sometimes,
You
I
gotta
understand.
sleep, dude.
Yeah.
Come on.
I can
Dude, how long does it
already-
take to wash your
I can
sheets?
already
It can
see
take
your
over an
point,
hour.
Ryan.
Yeah.
That's-
Why don't you get 2 of them?
That's a good
Then you
suggestion.
just swap out.
We should.
Rotate.
We don't have another one. We should.
What size bed do you have, Ryan?
King size.
King size.
Yeah.
All right,
Jack's gonna order you one right
gonna
now.
buy you
Chris,
a
I bought that for you.
goddamn-
At this point, it's too late. It doesn't matter. The
All right,
mattress
well,
is
I was gonna buy you a rubber sheet, but
I
I,
need
guess
to-
not now.
I'm an adult. I don't want to have a rubber sheet on my bed.
Yeah, that's
Well, it's not rubber, but it's like
Yeah, no,
you know what it is.
no, I know.
I mean, it's a fucking pissy sheet.
Yeah.
It's what it's for. It's
It's
for
a
children's beds
resistant-
to piss in. I mean, that's.
But
why
yeah,
the
no.
fuck would you want to sleep
This
on
dog
that?
can produce enough urine to overwhelm
Oh,
the
I'm
sheet.
sorry.
That has happened as well. So it's just, I need a new mattress.
Dude, Iris has already pissed on her bed like 3 times thanks to Lindsay. She keeps fucking putting her down like without being in a diaper, and then
Oh,
she
yeah, you can do
pisses
that,
because
yeah.
that's what
Babies do.
they do.
When they're
We're
free
lucky
down there, it's
that
just
she
all-
hasn't shit on like out in the open yet.
I mean, it'll emerge.
It will. It just
It's like every day is like emergency day.
she's blown everywhere like when we're changing her and stuff, but She's yet to like spray crap around the room, but she's got pissed several times. There's beer in the fridge.
Oh.
They said about 20 minutes.
It's in process right now.
It's I guess slightly longer. Yeah, I was actually shocked.
Or is it 20 minutes to fill the
They're gonna
glass?
change it mid-episode.
Oh.
How often do babies projectile?
Sad.
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, to be fair to Jack,
Any of
though,
them.
You mean in a day,
they
or-
told us
Yeah.
At
specifically
least
before
one.
we started that it didn't work.
Which
And
type
that
of
there was beer in the
Do we have
fridge.
rum yet in here?
which type of projectile?
I mean,
think
it's
so.
poop, usually.
They projectile
I
poop.
brought in.
Well, I
rum,
mean,
and I think I took it
basically,
home.
babies are full of compressed air and
Yeah,
shit.
vomit.
Yeah.
Vomit.
Not great.
More like streams and falls.
Yeah.
It's like
A lot of times it's just like
it's like a burp to go, and it just like falls flat.
Though I have
You know?
seen
But aren't they
one time
on their chest? Aren't they like this most of the time?
Yes. So
Yeah.
so generally it's more like
Yeah.
it comes out. It's like a little fountain, and then it's all over their face.
Dude, like a
anytime I see a
magma.
video,
This section here of the shirt is always wet. It's always completely.
anytime I see a video of someone like
Yo,
holding a
those are up
baby
there.
over them and they're like, "Oh, it's a baby," I'm
while.
like, "The thing's gonna throw up on
Yeah.
you." I know it.
Yeah, they've been up there
I don't know.
a couple weeks.
I
We've
just
got
noticed the
several.
copies of Fuel we have up on the set now.
Yeah, that's one of our like
Bad
30.
news. I'm not having a lot of luck. getting
Yeah,
that
according to
work.
Ryan,
we
it
got
hasn't
a
worked
disk
yet.
drive for Ryan.
It's a Games for Windows Live title.
Yeah.
That doesn't exist anymore. So
We gotta go back.
working on it.
We gotta go back
It's fun.
Be the lamest reason to time travel.
to play
Play Fuel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
It would be.
But it is a stretch goal from like 2 years ago. So we should
Yeah.
get
That
to
was
that.
That was last year. It was last year. We're still
are you sure
within
it was
the year.
last year?
Yeah, as long as we do it before November, we're golden.
That's not gonna.
Did we talk? I wasn't here last Friday, but did you guys talk about the mooch?
We did actually. Thank
you?
God.
Well, we talked about the mooch while he was in office.
Yeah. When-
Dude, I
that was
forgot
quick.
about it, and I threw it in at
it's
the
pretty
end of the
wet.
podcast, like the last.
There it is.
Oh, there's the mooch.
It was like the last. Well,
Ribby
yeah.
Mooch.
It was the last like 15
Oh, yeah,
minutes.
that's- yeah.
I'm like, oh, by the way, have you seen this shit? And then like 2 days later, it got fired. Yeah. Oh my god.
New and improved.
Yeah. That.
Look at that. That I would vote for that guy.
All right. Well.
Come on.
Can we run down the whole list of his accomplishments on his trek to that job?
I.
Selling his company, getting a divorce, and missing the birth of his child.
He did do that.
For a job
he
he
did
had
both
for
of
a
those
week.
things.
Yeah. See that
That's
sucks.
3.
That sucks.
3 things. Yeah.
And he
Oh,
doesn't
Now he
Oh,
can't
today.
get a job. Now
he
he
can't
can't.
get a job, and he doesn't get to defer taxes.
Fucking today he's doing a live stream.
He is
talking
He
about
is.
his experience.
He is. I'm
He's
curious.
telling
Is
me he
that
didn't even
story.
get a key card.
I'm curious as to how that's gonna go.
Well,
if it's gonna
so
be like
what I've
a-
heard is that he's planning on like talking about the success of it.
Oh, okay.
The success, everything that went right,
Yeah.
Yes, like yeah, pretty much.
it went so good. I was
So
done in
short.
10 days.
Yeah, I guess.
Listen,
I couldn't
Turned it all around.
Works
the mooch.
fast.
The mooch.
You know what you're
has-
talking about right now? You're talking about the mooch.
All he's
You're not
got
talking
left
about
is Trump. Even though Trump fired him, that's all he's got left. By the way, I
He
know
was
I
eating
can-
at fucking Trump restaurant
Speaking
right
of Trump,
after
and
he
I
got
don't want to
fired.
stay on politics too long, but I understand that I confused a lot of people with my milk people
Oh, no.
tweet. I saw
I
that-
got really,
that one.
but then I caught up.
I saw Chris. I saw you tweet me like an hour ago. Like, got it. I tweeted about milk people. Did you read Trump's transcripts with the Mexican president? and the
This isn't
Mexican
political,
prime
by the way.
minister?
This is things that just topical.
Michael, I don't
It's
know-
just
I don't know
topical.
about
To be
I
clear.
don't want to get political about it. You know, whatever. But
If
in
someone
it,
says something dumb, you got to call him
The
on it.
joke-
It doesn't matter if it's political.
it's like calling a flub out in Achievement
Yes.
Hunter. It's exactly like that.
Chris, you wanna
Trump
rub
was
me
talking to the Australian
Sure.
prime minister, and they were talking about refugees coming in, and Trump's arguing that he's like, they're not going to be good people, and he says
They're
something
bad
like,
people.
he's like, they're not going to go work with the local milk people. And that's what he said, local milk people.
Milk
and I thought it was
people.
so fucking funny to read local milk people come out of the president.
Look,
Because that
it's
could be-
descriptive.
Local milk, I guess dairy farmers? Or
Dairy
local-
farmers or
farmers is-
lactating women.
Yes.
Yes. So I
Wet
tweeted.
nurses.
So I tweeted something like, "Let's all take a moment to appreciate our local milk people." I tweeted something like that. Immediately, Chris is like, "I don't know what you're talking about." It's a reply to it. And then about an hour ago today, he tweeted,
Thank you.
I get
That's
it
good.
now."
I caught up.
Gross.
Local.
Oh, did he say he was like the greatest person that
He also
doesn't
called
want to
himself the
take?
greatest person ever.
But
in
it was
the world.
weird. It's like, he canceled.
Oh, Scaramucci had another.
Oh, damn
He
it!
canceled. He got his own
wait,
press
wait.
conference got fired.
Wait, put that back up. Put that back up. CNN fake news.
Oh, there you go.
It's actually still going on.
Didn't
What
happen.
was it? And also, Kristen Stewart would still date somebody.
Wait, Kristen Stewart is still date who?
No, put that. Can you get that up one more time? Yeah, there you go. Kristen Stewart would still date men. There we go.
That's also a whole other thing I saw the internet exploding over.
About what?
Because I guess she was dating, because Kristen Stewart, unbeknownst to me, apparently, as I don't follow the Kristen Stewart. I have seen the Twilight.
That's Rod Stewart's daughter, right?
Okay. I don't know. It could be, Jack.
I
don't know.
think so. I don't think so.
But I guess she's bisexual, so she was dating a woman, and then I guess they broke up, just based on the headlines, because it's like, oh, she might date a man. And then, so like, people are
That's news.
fucking freaking out, because it's like, Kristen Stewart might go back to men.
Well,
And so then people are fucking freaking out, like, well, she's
to
bisexual.
bring that whole thing back to Trump tweeted about Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart
Oh, he
dating.
did.
Remember that?
did.
He was like,
Yeah,
he was like, Kristen, you could do so much better than Robert. Or maybe it was
No,
the
I think
other
it was
way
the other way
around.
around. I think he was on Robert Pattinson's side.
Like
It's
Robert,
that makes
you could
more
do so much
sense.
better
like,
than
he,
Kristen.
he made like a series of like 3 tweets talking about Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart. It's like, why?
Like,
why?
recently?
No, this is a couple years ago.
Okay.
So I like looking
He
up
will.
old feuds that he was in on Twitter. Those are my favorite.
Nothing
but yeah.
beats Dippin' Dots.
But
Nothing
anyway,
beats Dippin' Dots.
Dippin' Dots was the best.
apparently she's like, yeah, I'm a bisexual, so to date a dude or dating a chick, now maybe I'll date a dude. And like, it was like a headline of like, she might go back to men. So then people on the internet are outraged. It's like, well, she's fucking bisexual, so it's not, she's always
She can date a tree.
dating
Who gives a
fucking,
shit? So, yeah.
Someone.
it's just more the LGBTQ community being like, you're erasing bisexuals from the thing, saying like, oh, well, she's gay, and now she's going back to straight. And it's like, well, she's
That's the
bisexual.
definition
That
of
is
a
the fucking
bisexual.
definition
Yeah,
of
that's
it.
not that
So
word,
that's
a
what
lot.
Yeah, it's not
people are.
binary.
I literally saw people like freaking out on Twitter today, like, you're fucking stupid. I agree. You bang dudes and chicks.
Oh shit.
I wouldn't go
You're
back. to
bisexual. That's.
We got the poster back there too.
Oh yeah,
That's
so
another
we-
thing.
yeah.
Someone pointed that on Twitter. Simrel did. Oh,
Yeah.
Simrel did. She
Yeah.
made that, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Nice.
Her name's on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right there.
There we go. So that's
Thanks, Killing.
So for you audio listeners right now, we are looking at a Thanksgiving
yeah.
poster.
Steffi got it framed, so today I was like, hey,
I wasn't even in
Yeah,
that
can
one.
you hang it up?
I wasn't in that one either.
I wasn't in either.
You're not on the
Chris.
poster either.
I'm the turkey.
Oh, you're the turkey.
There you go.
That was you.
Yeah, so
gonna fuck
Simrel
you.
made a Thanksgiving poster and put us in it. That's freaking awesome.
You're the one getting stuffed.
We don't have a lot of theater mode fan art, and that's pretty kick-ass.
Right. And my first thought was like, man, we could put this on theater mode. Oh, it's a green screen.
That's right. I mean, we could, but it
really
would be
can't.
just cover
So-
up a
Could
good
just-
chunk of the screen.
Just green screen the entire background.
We could, or we could just hold the physical poster, like in an episode, like on the couch.
Hey, just pop it up on the couch. You can be the fourth member.
But I thought the set made more sense.
Yeah,
it does.
It looks good. It's a great poster.
Throw it over
It's
there.
awesome.
We got some space on these walls. I said since we started that I'll change the set, and I've never changed it once.
Jack Patillo has
just-
the fat one.
I've just added.
Is that what it says?
And then
Yeah.
parentheses after it says, "I'm sorry, Jack."
To be fair, we may have said that in the episode.
Jeff
There were
Ramsey
a lot
as-
of.
Cop who owns Fiesta Wear.
Oh God, that's the cop that
Oh,
ate the
God.
shit.
Yeah, Jeremy as
Yeah.
Where's the Light, Gavin as Died First, Ryan as the principal, and Michael as Johnny Football.
Dude, I think
Johnny Football.
Really
He was
Johnny
the main
Football.
character. He caught his dad's severed head and thought it was a football.
Did he throw it?
The turkey threw it to him.
Oh, okay.
He's like, hey, catch.
Did it
And
still
then
count as
he's
a
like,
touchdown?
oh! And then he caught his dad's head.
Oh,
Great.
I haven't decided.
Which
if I should go back and
family
watch
member
this.
would you be most willing to play
Catch
football
with the
with
head of?
as their head? Yeah.
My uncle. He's got a head like a
that
football.
look like
the
you,
7 days
that
one.
you're
The one that looks like
cosplaying
me
right
now.
now?
Yeah, the one.
He looks like me. You look like him.
I look like him. He did it first.
Like, you go through
Your
and you're
head
like,
would be
quit
per-
dressing like me.
Your head would be a perfect ball.
One of my uncles looks exactly like this. I've tweeted a picture of him.
You tweeted a picture. I wonder if we can find it now. So this is incredible. In the our
7
Days to Die series, Gavin's character looks, according to Jeremy, just like his uncle. He's like, your character looks just like my uncle.
And
then
I'm not joking, is
He's
what
not
I said.
joking. And then he posted a picture like later when he saw his uncle. He took a picture and he had the side by side of Gavin's character and his uncle. That has now come full circle and it looks like you.
If this was white, it would be perfect.
So now
I'd
you
say
look like
his-
Gavin's character instead of
Kind of, yes. I'd say Gavin's
Kind of.
character's head is like longer.
It is. It's taller. Yeah.
But it's not far off.
It's pretty
If you
close.
See Gavin's character. You could cosplay as Gavin's character.
I really could. Get me a fucking nug and a red shirt.
There's
hey.
a surprisingly large amount of things you could cosplay
Hey,
as. with
Jeremy,
that
you
look.
want a nug?
Oh yeah,
How
no.
about
would be
this
yeah, I
great.
forgot about those.
Sweet ass Nug Club pin I've got right here.
This is my favorite one. Out of all the pins. There's a lot of new pins that just came out.
Well, I don't even think they're out yet, according to
they're
Trevor.
coming out.
Well, they're coming out soon.
Coming out soon, but the Achievement Hunter ones.
Look at that.
I'm
The
assuming
Nug Club
there's
one is awesome.
More
That one's
non-Achievement
fucking
Hunter ones.
badass.
You got the Nug Club. You get the Tower of Pimps. You get the AH logo.
AH logo.
And then I got the Team Nice Dynamite.
Someone pointed that out on Twitter earlier.
There it is.
Team Nice Dynamite
Now,
pin.
did they add the bushes on the Tower Pimps just to make it slightly more phallic? Because it seems
I
like
think
it was not.
Yeah, why are the bushes?
I think that they needed to give it some kind of base. Like they needed a bottom on it.
I feel like
it
all it
looks
does
more-
is serve to reinforce testicles.
That's fine.
Yeah, I agree.
It's tough.
Wait, what?
You've got a
are you-
tuft
Your
of-
testicles look like bushes.
No, just
Well,
look
but,
at
like,
it. It would just have been a tower, but
No,
now
the
it's like
te-
Now,
The
now,
bush
now
is
it's
the
ball
hair.
shaped. Now, now
The
it's.
bush is the hair around the obsidian balls.
there you go.
That's what it is.
Where's the Battle
If your
Buddies
balls
pin,
feel like
Ryan?
obsidian, you should see a doctor.
Right? Where's the Battle Buddies merch?
I mean,
Yeah,
Where's the
where's
shirt?
the Batty Buddies?
The Batty Battle
Slow your
Buddies.
roll. They've done
had-
like 4 episodes.
We had a shirt done like
Yeah.
a month ago.
Wow.
Why isn't it out?
Welcome
I don't
to the
know.
fucking
When do you make
club.
more shows? Chris broke it.
I like Chris
And
was trying to
immediately
figure out
stabbed
how
his
to get
penis
it.
with it.
All right, he's putting it on his
Chris. God damn it.
Dude,
It just looks like
shoving
you're
a
playing
pin
with
through your
yourself.
fly is
Look at the
not-
camera too. It's just Chris going like
Yeah.
this.
Robert,
And there goes the beer.
Oh, Beer's here. Robert Pattinson should not take back Kristen Stewart. She cheated on him like a dog and will do it again. Just watch. He can do much better.
Like a dog.
Jesus, Trump.
The next day, lots of response to my Pattinson / Kristen Stewart reunion. She will cheat again, 100% certain. Am I ever wrong?
Yes.
The next day, so many tweets and stories on Stewart Pattinson. Look, it doesn't matter. The relationship will never be the same. It is permanently broken.
He was really invested.
He was deep into that
Oh,
relationship.
put a glass under it.
And now he's the president.
Did he know them
But
personally,
he's
or
definitely
is he?
wrong.
I don't think so.
No, I think he's a big Twilight fan.
I mean, I can see that.
He was Team Jacob all the way.
I mean, he sounded like he was Team Edward.
By the way, if you see,
Oh, that's right. He's Edward. I don't.
Come on, Jack.
Oh, that's right. Jacob's the
werewolf.
shirtless one, right?
Yeah, that's Taylor Lautner. So I've heard.
Oh, Shark Boy.
Yes.
Okay,
That is
nice.
correct.
Okay.
If you see Jack and I looking at our phones, it's because we're normally checking out #OffTopicAH.
Yes. So if you have any questions,
I
feel free.
know
always,
what you-
I'm
I don't know
always
what you
nervous
check
every
out.
week if it's Off Topic AH or AH Off Topic.
I've got it open.
I think it's Off Topic AH.
The
We're checking that
tweets.
out. Someone said Chris should do a shot of the salmiakki.
Oh, yep.
What is that?
Do we still
Don't
have
worry
it?
about
Whoa.
Do we
I
have
thought
any?
that was all gone.
It might actually be
You
all
guys
gone.
drank it.
Do we drink all the salmiakki? Seriously?
What the
Yeah,
hell
you
is
did.
that?
I assume that's
Salmiakki is the
salmon
alcohol.
flavored alcohol.
No, it's
salmon?
It's salted black
If
licorice.
only.
I don't.
Oh, I love licorice.
We did?
Oh, you
Oh, I
liked
drank
it.
it all. You love
we drank
licorice?
it.
I do
You guys
love
drank it
licorice.
ages ago.
That's why I don't remember.
What, am I supposed to remember what I drink?
I just pull and then I put it in me and then it goes away.
Is that?
Yep.
I hear rattling
Okay.
behind the set.
How do you think
right
I got
now.
a
This is a
baby?
beer.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
What do we got here?
Man, Risinger, look at all the people being like, yeah, we need Battle Buddies merch.
There it is.
Man, it's almost like we walked in to
Jesus.
look at the
Fucking
shirt and go, that
first of
shirt
all-
looks good. And it never came out.
Also, do we know when the
Pandering.
pins are coming out?
Second of all, I don't know. Trevor
people
said
asking about
soon.
the
Trevor
pins.
said soon. He said he would try and find out. I don't know when
Soon.
exactly. Second
Oh,
of
there we
all,
go.
second of all, you're asking Risinger, then you're definitely never gonna get a fucking shirt made. He doesn't make shirts.
No, he hosts shows.
funny.
There we go.
This.
That's funny.
See,
Chris.
now
It's
tell
worth
me
it.
again that doesn't look phallic.
Is that to size
I mean,
or
It's close enough.
is your dick generally point straight up like
He's more of a
that?
thrower than a shooter.
That was really clever though, because you sat down. Huge promotion for day 5. It was,
There you
'cause
go.
it was
Oh, is that
Boom.
what
The
day
whole
5
screen.
is?
yeah, it was the whole screen.
I thought that was a Casper mattress thing.
No, that's
No,
Casper.
you do
that's
want to
Casper
fall asleep.
Williams'
Yeah,
shirt.
Okay.
He was wearing that
Here, wait,
when he
hang on.
auditioned for.
Here, hang on. Stay there.
Crunch
And then
time.
I'll do this, and then boom, Casper. Fall
This
asleep.
episode of Off Topics brought to you by Casper. Oh, you cut it. You should have left that.
Sorry.
Ah.
Sorry.
They're not going back. Just
I
move
know.
on.
I won't. I'll sit here all goddamn day. I don't care.
When is the next 7
you killed
days
the
episode?
joke. You trampled it. It's dead.
Are they both out?
No, someone said
Back to back?
32 seconds. When's the next 7 days episode? The answer is it should be today. So if you're a first member, if you're
Wasn't
a first if you're a first member, then the
Jeremy
new
just turned off.
then like the beginning of our new 7 day series should be today.
Yeah.
Like we're basically
First one's up.
first
We're
one's
into
up.
Nick.
If you're a
was-
first member, go watch it.
That was supposed to be up last week.
It was,
but
and
it
then it got
wasn't.
pushed back for
Whoops.
other stuff. But now it's up today.
If you're a first member, you should also go watch Immersion.
Yeah, with Ryan and myself.
Fuck the public one with Bruce and Lawrence. Nah, it's not worth it.
Listen, literally, people in the comments are like, "All right, so public at Funhouse, yeah, great." I'm like, yeah, Ryan and I, hey.
That was when he had shot at RTX, right?
Yes.
It was actually
It was a lot of fun.
It was really funny.
Even like the little preview they showed on Twitter showed me kicking the board off of the fort. Mm-hmm. There was a lot.
I didn't realize you got 2 of them with that kick.
There was a lot of like conversation that went into that. I was like, I'm gonna kick one of these off, and they were like, are you sure?
Yeah, no, because
Like-
those were made out of like balsa wood. They were really, really lightweight.
So they didn't want me to kick through it, and I
Yeah.
was like, it'll be fine. Come on, let me kick
They
it.
should
Jeremy's
have been
like, I
more
never-
confident in their craftsmanship. Those things were sturdy as hell.
They were sturdy,
Yeah,
dude.
they're talking to Jeremy. He's like, I've never kicked through anything before.
I'm not known for my kicks.
I've said that before.
What wasn't sturdy was the clips for the fucking gun, but those
they-
exploded
I saw-
all the
dude.
time.
Whoa!
Nice save.
Dude, you
There's
went
a,
panic mode.
There's a shot in the actual video of the clip exploding in
Yeah.
my back pocket, and Gus calls it out and everything. I had no idea. They just every now and again, because they were like,
I think I told you, I'm like,
Are
that
they
clip's
like
over in your back pocket.
are they like spring-loaded ones or whatever?
Yeah.
well, no, the one like the gun that Michael got me for Christmas, the one that goes,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
it shoots the yellow balls.
yeah.
It was like that, but there was like 4 slots to load them into, and then it would just go one
It
slot,
held
2
40.
slots.
Oh, wow.
So it
Yeah.
held a shit ton of them.
That's cool.
But for some reason,
But-
there was this little thing on the top. I think it was for loading purposes. There was a little like switch on the top that if it flipped, the top would open. And they're all spring loaded, so that opened, they all fly out. And I kept accidentally hitting that either when I was putting it in the gun, or I guess it just clipped my suit at one point.
Uh-huh.
So there was several times that everything exploded out of my gun.
Nice.
Like there's one part in it where I go to load the gun, they all explode out, and I just throw the gun on the ground and get a new one.
That would be unfortunate with real guns.
It would.
That would suck. Yeah, and all the bullets fly out.
Bullets shoot out of your fucking clip. Oops.
Even worse, they just hit you in the face.
That would-
Not that they would actually injure you, but it would just be the insult of it.
I would like that just for the fact that if that were a real thing in real life, I mean, that would be a staple in action films, right? Like how many times would it be like, oh, he hit the button on the clip and it hit him in the face, like in the middle of Die Hard 2 or
It's
something?
like just picking up bullets
Yeah.
and shit.
That'd be awesome.
What would be your dream immersion, Michael? Like if they had said we're gonna make an immersion, do whatever you want to do. No, and then budget, physics, reality doesn't matter. What would be your?
I don't know. It'd probably take me some time to come up with something like I actually like for me to dream up. But something I know I would totally do, and I've said many times when they're like, "We can't do it," I would totally like to fucking play Rocket League.
Oh wow!
Like get a
yeah.
real car, like a
That would
full
be
size
cool
car.
as shit.
We looked into that a lot.
Oh yeah,
There have been a few groups out there that have done like go karts with
done
like
stuff like
Top
that.
Ball.
Top
I would,
Gear
I
did
would
one. They did
love
a
to
soccer.
get a full fucking just car.
Yeah.
And I don't know, let them figure it out.
we talked
Let
about-
the scientists figure that out.
We threw out the idea of doing a versus reset with us doing demolition derby, like actual demolition derby. I don't think that would ever happen for insurance reasons,
Yeah.
but
Probably not.
Yeah.
but that would be fun as hell. Yeah, that'd be cool. Jeremy, do you have one?
For immersion?
Yeah, yeah.
I would really have to think about that. I know. I think what would be really funny is if we got a big group of people, like even not just like the 6-man achievement hunters, but more than that, and did a actual Trouble in Terrorist Town, where
wow.
certain people were
that'd be
traitors and certain people were innocent, and you had to try to figure out who was who and like solve that.
I think another group has done that.
I think
actually.
another. I've
Yeah.
seen
That
another
is
group do that on a
definitely
paintball
happening.
range.
And that was
It's like-
actually really, I can't remember who did that, but that was really well done.
It was super well done, and I want to do something like that. I think it would be so funny to like have that aspect of I don't know who to trust.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
shit like that is really funny. I could imagine Michael and Gavin like going off together. And
I think
Michael
Gavin just
annihilating
gets shot
Gavin.
immediately
Yeah.
every single time.
Right. It would be really funny.
Yeah.
Something like that would be funny.
Man,
Jack, you got one?
I want to do something Assassin's Creed related, but that would just involve me jumping off high
Yep.
things, which I don't think I want
Hey,
to
Bill,
do.
You don't want to do the hay bale?
Yeah. how
How
much
Jack
hay would-
dies in a hay bale.
Yeah.
Look how much blood he can soak.
Yeah. It'd be local man dies in front of Gavin Free. Yeah, I don't know. Something it would be something
It
like
would
that,
look
or
beautiful though.
yeah.
Like Gavin, your death would be.
I'm sure I'm sure
It'd be
Mark
so
would make-
cinematic.
Like I would have a kick-ass costume when I die.
your
know.
like death would be millions of frames.
That's
Yeah.
true.
If Gavin
oh
were
yeah.
there.
Just,
You know what I mean?
and he'd see my neck shatter and
Oh,
come
yeah.
flying. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, something related like that. We talked about doing an immersion where in Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood, there's the Ezio can get the courtesans that like surround him, and then he tries to sneak through stuff. We talked about doing something like that.
I did that at RTX this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, you hid behind some cosplayers or something?
As I was walking in one day, there was like a group of like senior citizens and like the people walking with them.
Courtesans.
Yeah, the courtesans. That's,
Retired courtesans.
ugh.
And I just kind of, I got kind of right to the back of their group and just sort of followed along. And yeah, no one looks at you twice if you're walking with a bunch of old people.
Why
I would look a lot if you were amongst a bunch of old people.
They see the old people at the front and
I'd
their
be
eyes
like,
just go
yeah.
elsewhere.
why were a bunch of old people
They
going to
can't keep their eyes
RTX?
off
They
the
were going to
pinstripe.
RTX. They were just walking around.
They were
downtown.
just okay. You're just
They just
like,
happened to be going by the convention
that-
center,
that
and I just
upsets
hitched a
me.
ride on the back.
That upsets me because I thought we kicked people out of Austin who weren't coming.
Yeah, which
Yeah,
we
it's
did.
like,
yeah.
oh,
We
you're not
shut
going to
down all
RTX?
downtown.
Get out of here! And
Remove
then,
from the city.
yeah, and then kind of chase them out.
Unfortunately, we scared off a couple people in charge of like security entrances, and that
Yeah,
really
no
was
shit.
a problem for day one. But Chris, you got one that you dreamed of doing?
I really wanted. I want to do an RPG one.
Oh, okay.
where
It's called life.
I don't know. No.
Well, we did Fallout.
I want to do an RPG one where people have a turn-based battle
That'd be
where
awesome.
they have to. So it's like it's your turn, and you have to just
yeah.
take a punch and
Yep.
just be.
Yeah,
And then it's your turn, and you have to like attack someone who can't dodge or do anything, and it's just back and forth to see who wins.
I mean, it would suck, but like you're not wrong. Someone would win that fight.
That's just it's
You
like,
know?
you can't move until your counter's up.
Isn't that just Rochambeau, though? Like, you have to stand there and take it until you can't take it anymore?
What is that?
That's where you kick someone in the nuts, and then they kick you in the nuts, and you go back and
Is
forth.
it Rochambeau just rock, paper, scissors?
We've had this
We've had
conversation
this discussion
like 8
like 1,000 times.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's both. It's
okay.
both things.
Okay.
Anyway.
It's both of those.
That's basically what it is. You stand there and someone kicks you in the
Okay,
nuts.
well,
All right,
you
now
can
I
play
kick you in
that.
the
We
nuts.
can do that one.
I mean, that's the same.
That's
That's the South Park version.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's like you punch in the face. All right, now I get to punch you in the face. I mean, back and forth.
Yeah, but I guess I don't know. But like no
would
one was
suck.
thinking
It's how
about
Vince
kicking
is
in the
still
balls. That's like that.
That's taking it too far.
Jack, we're
Punch-
talking about
punch in the face.
maybe like punching you, or like I hit you with a sword, or like I use magic and set
Yeah.
you on fire.
But
No
we're-
one's talking about your balls.
No, no,
right?
no, no.
Leave
we don't
those
wanna-
out of
That's
this.
Chill out.
sacrosanct.
All right.
Ryan,
Dead by Daylight.
Dead by Daylight.
That's one of the ones that's
Oh.
coming.
that'd be
People
cool.
are writing a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Dead by Daylight's coming up a lot. People like the thought of that, and PUBG's coming up.
And we've talked
PUBG
about
would be
Dead
a
by
lot of
Daylight,
fun.
but it'd be a huge construction.
I mean, I don't know. How would you do PUBG? I mean, I'd say that for a lot of immersions. How would you do it?
If you had some kind, if you had
just
some,
go play paintball.
if you had some sort of
Paintball
like,
in a
it's not,
big
it's not, it's
area.
not the same.
no, I mean,
thing,
you'd need some sort of like GPS thing.
Geotag.
Yeah, and basically, I mean, you couldn't drop people from a plane, but you would just start someone like have a giant field, and then it's like, all right, or maybe even put like lines on the ground where it's like, okay, in 5 minutes you have to be within this circle, otherwise you're dead.
I mean, the half of that game though is also looting, so you have to have
That's what I'm
a
saying.
very elaborate setup where there's stuff everywhere
Yep.
to find.
It's also
and
why
then-
it'd have to be like paintball. To me, just right off the bat, isn't enough. You know what I
don't
mean?
think so?
Like
Airsoft?
like just in. I mean, maybe I don't know enough about airsoft, but like in PUBG, there's like 1,000 things you can collect or
Right.
get. Paintball, it's like I got the gun.
But there's different
Yeah.
types of
I
paintball
got-
guns.
I mean, there is.
There's
but
not really like a sniper paintball.
Exactly. I'm just comparing it to PUBG.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
not like the pistol. I mean, there are pistols, but like you said, like there's no sniper rifle. It's like I don't. I mean, I guess you could replicate like body armor with like an extra vest or
Yeah,
something.
and then you
that
take,
can,
like, one
I mean,
more
it could
shot,
even be
yeah.
down to
Shit
the
like
level
that.
of like you can find the paintball gun, but you got to find the canister, like
Yeah.
the CO2. and
or
stuff.
even just like you get a gun, but there's no paintballs in it. You have to find paintballs
Right,
too.
and so stuff like that. It's like it would be on a different scale than any other immersion.
It would have to be huge.
it'd have to be at least 20 people,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
and then like a giant area with houses you can go into and shit.
I mean,
Preferably.
yeah, you're talking 20 people. I mean, if we're going like PUBG, you would need what? I mean,
100.
Like.
I would say 50.
Well, I'm saying 50 people.
Yeah, 50 players.
50 players. Like how, props. What is that? Like 200 weapons?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
also
I mean,
then
you
you've
can't do
got-
one a person.
That's 50 GoPros,
That's-
and then that's like camera. I mean, 50
it would be,
GoPros.
it would
luck.
be on
And
the
then
scale of
editing it.
nothing
Yeah,
else.
and
Oh my god, editing
It would be
a fucking nightmare.
insanity
Good luck.
to try and put something like that together.
We have
but
drones
it'd be
flying
very
over
cool.
everyone.
Oh my
God,
God.
I mean, that would be an amazing production.
Yeah, that'd be
but-
great. Oh, there's a drone over there. God, that's where
Take
the
it
other
out.
team is.
Yeah,
Take it out. Take down the drone.
yeah. Maybe that'll be an extra life goal. Maybe we hit $3 million.
Jesus.
We hit $3 million.
Really?
We hit $3 million.
And then we'll
spend
use that
10
$3 million on it.
Yeah, yeah.
We'll Kickstarter. We'll Indiegogo that.
There
So
you
we're
go.
gonna cancel Bloodfest.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
That budget is now 10% of what you just described.
I had no idea because when I read Matt Hullum's journal about Bloodfest, that they have the dude from Spider-Man.
Ned. Ned, guy in the chair. Guy in the chair.
Yeah.
It's so that's awesome.
Oh, from the new Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like the
know
number 2, and then the lead is one of the kids who played Peter Pan or something. What was his name?
Is that the guy
From
from
the most recent Peter Pan, or the flopped one?
Robbie. Shit, what's his name?
There was one. The most recent one was just Pan, right? It had
That was one with Hugh
Jacob.
Jackman, right?
Jacob. Oh wait, no. Jacob Batalon is Ned. Robbie K is his name. Robbie K. He was in. Oh, he's in the Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides. He was Cabin Boy.
Oh boy. We got Cabin Boy.
He was in Heroes Reborn. And I could have.
That's what it was. Heroes Reborn. That's what I was
as
trying to think of.
janitor.
I could have sworn he was
No,
in
he was
something
in
else. I guess
Heroes
not.
Reborn. He was
Yeah.
a character.
He was-
He's in Once Upon a Time. Oh, okay. In Once Upon a Time, the series, he plays Peter Pan.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
So I knew it was Peter Pan.
I'm
something.
excited for it. Bloodfest.
He was also
I'm excited
in.
to see
Oh,
what
there,
it's-
okay, so there's Ned on the left there if you're watching at home.
Yep, that's Ned.
He's the one who's not Spider-Man. Spoiler.
I mean, that's not. What's his name?
It was Patalon. It was I just had it.
I don't
here.
want to keep calling him Ned.
Jacob Batalon. Jacob Batalon
Okay.
is his name.
Let's say Jacob. I want to keep calling him
Let's say his
Ned.
name.
And then,
Let's not call him his
call him
name in
by
the
that.
movie.
And then Tate
Yeah.
Donovan's in it as well. Tate Donovan, who you would recognize, he's a
Yes.
character actor. He's
I
been in
doubt I
tons of
would.
stuff.
I guarantee you.
You probably not. Oh, he was in the Limitless TV show.
Oh wait,
going down the wormhole.
I did watch that briefly. They only had one season, so it had to be briefly.
I like that movie.
It was a good movie. I liked it.
The show wasn't bad. It's a shame that it got canceled.
He was
And the show was like after the movie, right?
Yeah.
Because fucking wasn't
Yeah.
Bradley Cooper like in the
He showed
show?
up.
He
at one
popped
point,
in,
Yeah.
He was like, listen, motherfuckers.
Now
I'm
he's a
movie star."
senator. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that was at the end of the movie.
Did he become senator?
He was running at the end of the
Okay.
first one.
I guess he made.
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And then you can see the future or something like that by the end. It's weird.
Basically, yeah, he's
Right.
sitting there, he's like talking to the guy, and he's like, there's gonna be a car accident in 10 seconds. And the guy's like, what are you talking about? You're crazy. Huh? And like, there's a car accident.
He just got so
He
good at
knew.
predicting
Yes,
shit.
he knew he could see everything.
So Tate Donovan was in Love Potion number 9. He was the male lead in Love Potion number 9.
That's right.
Thank you for vouching for me.
With
Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock.
Yeah.
I remember that movie.
He's a character like him.
I'm having
If
trouble
I
with
just
the-
did that, people
was
would think
the-
I watched the movie.
That was the
guy.
road. Oh, that
problem
guy.
is-
okay.
You're totally right.
Show the
Jeremy.
face.
We
That guy.
stopped there.
There he is. There he is
That
on the
guy.
screen.
I've seen him in like a million things.
Yeah, exactly. He's one of those guys that appears in everything. He's the Stephen Tobolowsky type guy.
I can't think of anything I've seen him in.
It's fine. Don't worry.
You're not a big Love Potion number 9
You're
fan?
not a big I
don't
watch.
even know what that is. Do you mean Mambo number 9?
That's it.
All
That's
right.
it. Mambo number
Number 9, number 5. God damn it.
There you go.
I was like, what is number 9?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then there's a 9 after that.
I don't think he ever did another song.
He didn't need to.
No, that was his only song. Yeah.
he wrote one. It's like
it was a
this is
single.
That's it.
I'm done.
No, I mean as far as like that people know, I don't know.
Oh no, no.
It's-
Well, I mean, there's lots of artists like that. They just hit that one. And
Can you
they're like,
name?
All right, I'm out.
Can you name 2 songs by Sir Mix-a-Lot?
I mean,
I like
many
Big
of them,
Butts.
Many of them
and I
are.
cannot
Baby
lie.
Got
And I
Back,
cannot lie.
Baby Got Back is the name.
Right.
of it.
Yeah, and Cannot Lie is another one.
I know one other song
Three.
that he did that he tried to follow up Baby Got Back with, which is
Anaconda. He was in that.
was he an Anaconda?
Isn't
No,
he?
it's the same thing. My anaconda don't want none unless it.
It's
got
him,
fun.
though, isn't
But no,
it him?
he's talking about the movie.
What do you?
No, that's Jennifer Lopez.
What?
Thank you, Nick.
Stop doing this to me.
Do you know in
Is it-
Anaconda there's a great
Yeah, I
shot?
don't think he's in that film, but I haven't
Not the
seen.
film, the
Where-
I
I mean,
What
There's
song?
a shot in
the one
Anaconda.
by the dumb chick who looks like a clown.
Elephant Man?
No. Nicki Minaj. That's it.
Wow, that led you there.
Jesus.
Okay. The dumb chick that looked like a clown.
Are you talking about the shot in Anaconda where
They go.
No one's talking
They're
about
going-
Anaconda the movie.
I mean, you
They
kept
go in.
mentioning
They go
Anaconda.
into the waterfall, but the waterfall's going up.
is there a waterfall going up?
I think it's
doesn't
Anaconda.
make sense.
No, because they reverse the footage. So there's a thing of a of a boat parking,
Okay.
but then they reversed it in the shot or whatever, so the waterfall actually goes up.
On purpose they did
No,
that?
No, I
they
mean,
didn't
they-
notice.
It was just like
Error.
it was a lazy
Someone
editing
was like,
thing.
oh, that
I
works.
just fucking throw it in reverse.
Are you talking about the shot where
also, he was
John
saying-
Boyd gets eaten by the snake and
No,
he winks?
he's not-
before he
he's
gets
not
eaten?
in it.
Winks before.
Yeah.
No,
it's
he was
weird.
saying that fucking Sir Mix-a-Lot gets eaten by the snake in Anaconda.
No,
That's
Sir,
what he was
Sir
talking
Mix-a-Lot isn't in the song. It's just the song heavily samples Baby Got Back.
about. So she
okay,
just
there you go.
fucking stole
Stole
his
it.
shit.
Yeah.
There's
Sample.
her, there's her
Sample.
fucking album cover.
That's, yep.
So Sir Mix-a-Lot made a follow-up
There you go,
to Baby
Bill.
Got Back called "Put 'Em on the Glass," which is about, I'm serious, which is about women pulling their tops up and putting them on the glass. I guess it referred to when he would be in limos going to his concerts, and women would flash and put them on the glass.
We've all experienced
How do
that.
you have that kind of situation? How does that happen?
No one does.
No.
Unless you're Sir Mix-a-Lot. Also,
that's why I don't know why.
how
I know
disappointed
that's a song.
must he be to write a song called "Baby Got Back" and get nothing but pressed front?
Yeah, no,
All right, horse shit that he's not in it. Wait,
I mean, I bet he's not that.
Jeremy's still getting to the bottom.
He's
of it.
probably not
still
that
good.
disappointed.
isn't he the
He's
guy
probably
who
still
says my
good.
anaconda don't? Isn't that him who says
My
it?
anaconda
Don't. My
probably.
Isn't that him who says it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's from his song, so sure.
Yeah, he says, my anaconda don't want none unless you got buns.
Does he say that
That's
in?
part of the lyrics.
That's
of
part of
the
it.
Baby
Oh,
Got
Is it?
Back.
I don't know the rest
Yeah.
besides that
Yeah.
first part.
Yeah, that's,
Oh well, that sucks then.
that's part of that song.
Damn it.
Eric
All right, they
Stoltz
just
was in
sampled it then.
Anaconda. Ice Cube
I'm sorry.
Ice Cube was an Anaconda. Maybe you got confused with Ice Cube. And so was Owen Wilson? Oh my god.
All not Sir Mix-a-Lot though.
No.
Definitely true.
So was Danny Trejo.
Well, I mean, Danny Trejo, he gets
Lots of
around
people
that.
have tried to forget they
There's a
were
guy
in that
named
movie.
Frank Welker who's listed as Anaconda in the cast.
I got word.
I'm the
from,
CGI.
From,
Hello, I'm in.
I got
Just
word
wanted
from
to see.
Trevor.
On high
Trevor,
pins.
Pins August 29th.
August 29th, end of the year.
That's
month.
end of the year. 3 weeks.
That's when War of the Chosen comes out, I think.
Well, we timed it so that the pins would come out
it's
the
good to
same
coincide
day.
with that.
Yeah.
Obviously.
It's a significant thing.
Chris, you
I was
okay?
just looking at the paper towel rack.
Someone sent us that.
Yeah,
We
someone
make
sent us
the
that.
dispenser?
Yeah, messes happen a lot. So someone
Okay,
sent
yeah,
that,
yeah.
and then broadcast was like, nice, and they put it up.
Yeah, we-
That actually does make
Yeah,
sense.
so now
Yeah.
it's a mess. You get the, you know.
Yeah.
What's up,
Don't,
Jeremy?
you gonna leave a bunch piled up on your seat when you leave?
There's a lot of people tweeting me, and I think I missed a conversation here.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. You were really
I think
focused
I-
on that anaconda thing.
No,
so.
I think it's people trying to
Laser.
tell me who Tate Donovan is.
Oh.
The voice of Hercules.
Yeah.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kick-ass.
Disney's Hercules.
Okay.
So there we go.
There we
That's
are.
why everyone's just tweeting me about Hercules, and I was like, I missed something.
Not to be confused with Nutty Professor Hercules.
Right.
Hercules.
Yeah.
Or
Hercules.
didn't The Rock play the Hercules?
He did.
The
He was-
Hercules.
there was
Didn't
a
The Rock play
Hercules.
Hercules
In- in
recently?
He was the Hercules
Yeah.
No,
movie,
he
yeah.
was the Scorpion King.
Yeah, he was that too. He was both.
He's been lots
Man,
of mythological
We've been on a mummy kick. Katie's wanted to start watching the mummy movies again. We watched
Uh-huh.
the first one's a lot of fun. There's a lot of killing. Like Brendan Fraser murders a
You
lot
got,
of
dude,
people.
especially that's like, is that movie
He was a
2000? or is it
soldier, he was a
right? It's like
mercenary.
99 or something.
Around that.
It's right on the cusp.
Yeah, it's late 90s.
But they were bad people.
Like
I guess so.
80s, 90s especially.
It's
They
all right.
really kind of shied away from it, but like 90s, dude, action heroes just
the
murder.
movie
They
was
murdered-
They just kill.
No.
That was 1999.
Like 80s was like visceral murder, right? Like Rambo, like Schwarzenegger,
Yeah.
like people like getting ripped apart,
Exploding,
you know,
yeah.
getting blown up. But it was fine because it was some like war setting.
But there's also like fewer people too. Like there are more murders in The Mummy than probably any Rambo movie.
It's true, but the Mummy movies, the 90s movies, and Indiana Jones did it too. Got away with it.
Oh,
where it was
yeah,
more
yeah.
like you're dead, and they never cut to those people. It's like kill the guy,
Yeah.
kill the guy, kill the guy, and I'm
There's
gone.
no after
It's
to
like
it.
you murdered 3 people. Nah, it's
Indiana
fine.
Jones.
They were bad guys.
Like, look
Yeah.
at Batman's like, I don't kill anyone. And Indiana Jones like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Next scene.
Yeah.
Batman's killing people these days.
Yeah.
Batman goes nuts.
Fucking Ben Affleck Batman. He drives his car through a car. Okay. That guy's dead. Everyone in that
dead.
car is dead.
He's flying a jet around with a 50 cal mowing
He's-
down.
he's
It's like,
literally-
oh no, they're fine.
He's sitting behind the wheel going, la 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 la.
Also, like to really
I
drive home
didn't do
the
it, the
point.
jet did.
To really drive home the point.
It's Alfred just murdering people.
Batman kills people. Like that's the move. They're like, oh yeah, and he burns their faces with batarangs too. Like what?
Yeah, like, oh no, he scarred a guy. He went to jail.
Why?
Okay,
What?
but he lived.
Look,
that guy's alive.
I carved
got
a
to
beat
live.
into his chest.
He got to live though. Now he's got something to remember him by. It's a little memento.
Such a classic Batman move. I went around branding people.
Classic Batman.
Fuck.
Man, speaking of
Chill
like
out.
burning people's faces and
Oh, okay.
superhero
Speaking of that,
Can't wait for this one.
Casper Madsen.
well, okay.
Next ad read.
Is it still too soon to talk about the Spider-Man film?
yes.
It
Homecoming?
is?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm not
in-
going to bring anything
It's
up.
still in
you mean
theaters.
for
I just saw it
spoilers?
finally.
Yeah,
It's not really a story spoiler, but I don't want to ruin it for people. It's Voss and his character.
Oh yeah,
in the movie.
yeah.
I don't know.
We can say Voss is in the movie.
Voss is in it.
He's
Yeah.
also in Better Call Saul as well, which is
He
pretty
could
cool.
not be in that movie and it would change nothing.
It would change nothing.
It's maybe. I mean, this.
It would change a post.
I assume it's a setup.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
mean,
Do we
it's
want
just
to not
like-
talk about it? We want to wait a little longer?
We want to.
I'll wait a little longer then.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about that, but
statute of
I'll wait.
limitations on spoilers for
That's
that.
okay. It's all right.
And Jack's not here. We'll talk about
You saw a movie. I'm just proud of you.
That's I kind of.
I see Marvel films, like any Marvel film that comes in. Like I'm excited for Ragnarok.
Dude, Ragnarok looks so good.
I'm excited to see that. Black Panther
excited.
looks good,
Black
even though I don't
Panther's-
know anything about Black Panther really.
Oh, he's a guy. He's a Panther guy.
Yeah. Oh,
There you go.
He's half panther. Lower half is a cat, and he's
Yeah.
just an upper torso of a human.
I'll see. I mean, I'll see that.
He can shake your hand
Have
and
I
shit in
seen?
the litter box.
I don't know what other
Where's-
movies
where's-
I've seen besides that.
Okay,
in
so
theaters
you've got Thor coming out. You got Thor Ragnarok
I need
coming
to see
out.
Planet of the Apes.
I need
People
to see
keep
that
saying
too.
how
Talking
good,
about it.
but I haven't seen the
Me
first
either.
two.
You really need to see the first two.
That's the
Yeah.
thing, and
Don't
I'm
see
not
the third
gonna
one
sit down
without
and
it.
watch them. It's just not
They're
gonna
like
happen.
direct
They are
sequels.
shockingly good. Like
No, I'm sure they are.
you
but
think Planet of the Apes with James Franco? You're like, what? And you see, he's like, oh fuck, that was
like I
actually
go
a
see
really
movies
good
at
movie.
the
I've seen
Alamo
most
because
of
I'm
that
also
one.
promised
That's
a
good. I
burger
haven't
or
seen
something.
two.
You know, like I can sit there and eat and watch it.
You're not promised a burger.
If
You
I'm
paid
just-
for it.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's not like
I was promised a burger.
Where is it?
like if I'm at my house, I'm like I could be doing something else. Why am I watching this thing about
It's
monkeys?
really a promise to himself more than anything.
You know what I mean? Like
They're
but,
apes, please.
Sit through the movie, you get a burger.
But I don't know. I honestly don't know the last movie I saw in theaters that wasn't a superhero film.
There's a whole bunch of shit out
Dunkirk.
right now, and I was going down the list.
I'm not
just
gonna go see
yesterday.
Dunkirk.
Why?
I can't. My heart won't handle it.
Yeah, Dunkirk.
It's too stressful.
Yeah, Dunkirk is like
My heart won't.
It won't. I can't see war movies and stuff.
Jeremy, your age is matching your haircut.
It stresses me the
No,
fuck
it's,
out.
it's like Schindler's List or like Saving Private Ryan. Like you know it's gonna be a good movie,
Yeah.
but man, it's gonna be
It's gonna be
stressful.
depressing.
Yeah,
Wait,
Wait,
I don't wanna
It's not
see it.
nearly as depressing as Schindler's List.
Okay,
It's not
Well,
like.
but I'm saying
black and
Schindler's
white
List is like,
depressing.
hey man, we got some, it's like, oh, it's Saturday night. Let's throw on Schindler's List. Like you don't do
No.
that. It's like
No.
Schindler's List, like you watch it for a class. Like
Yeah,
that's,
yeah.
And the Dunkirk seems like it's kind
Yeah,
of that.
I'm
I'm
not
gonna
gonna
watch
do
a
that.
movie.
Could you
I'm looking to
imagine
go up, not down.
How many people went on dates to go see Schindler's List?
the new
Like
Spielberg's
the
out, sweetie.
worst,
Let's go.
worst date movie.
No, it's
That's
Worst
That's a
date
fucking
movie. You know
episode
what
of
that does?
Seinfeld.
That's
Was it?
They were making out during.
Oh, that's
Schindler's
right.
List.
That's right. That's right.
And then, so then they didn't pay
Forgot
attention to
about
the
that.
movie. And then his parents are like, "How was it?" And he's like, "I could see it again." And then somebody like ratted him out. He like saw him in the theater.
I'm gonna look up movie releases this year, and I'm
But
gonna see
like
what
the
the last thing I
Valerian
saw
is
was.
out, which I've heard is terrible.
Yeah,
I've
I've
heard
heard
that.
What's that?
Valerian is the City of a Thousand Lights.
Dark Tower just came out, which
Oh,
apparently
Emoji.
is really
It's
bad.
Dark Tower.
God,
has
people
got
saying
not-
emoji is awful.
Yeah, it's not doing well.
You might read the Dark Tower books.
A buddy of mine is a huge fan of the books. He says the movie is not good, which is sad because he was super
Transformers.
looking forward to it, and apparently it's just not that.
They
good.
can't adapt books.
Well,
That's
apparently-
just what Hollywood doesn't do.
There's 8 books in the Dark
Yeah.
Tower series, and apparently this is like 3 of them mixed
well,
together.
that was dumb.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's like, well, what's the point of that? So
That's showing no faith in your source material.
yeah, and it's, I mean, it's just Stephen King, not like he has a lot of source material or has been successful in movies or anything.
I feel like
he
books
has.
are better translated to shows, like Game
Longer
of Thrones,
form
where you
content.
can
Yeah,
actually
more
like
time.
grow it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was my.
You don't have to edit all
We've
of
talked
it
about
out.
this. I've talked about this forever ago. But like World War Z, World War Z should have been a Band of Brothers style
Oh
show.
yeah, that would have been
Holy
amazing.
shit, would that have been
That would have
awesome.
been so good.
But instead, we get this Brad Pitt zombie movie that is called World War Z. Which I mean, it has. It's like, oh look, there's the wall in Israel. It's like, okay, that's kind of cool. But they just take elements and just makes
would
it
have
into
been a
something completely
great
different.
miniseries.
It'd been perfect.
Perfect minute. Yeah.
And I mean, there's still time to possibly do that, but we'll see.
That depends on who
like-
owns the rights.
Yeah, right,
Who was in
Jeremy.
I
that-
know the answer to the question I was asking.
What
What's
is
the
it?
last non-superhero movie I saw in theaters?
Yeah, what is
What?
it?
It was Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh,
Which one?
The new one.
I saw
the-
that. I saw that drunk in Los Angeles at E3.
Wasn't great.
No, it wasn't great drunk either.
I liked how
it was better than the fourth one.
I like how What's Egypt's Spanish guy said Jack Sparrow.
Sparrow.
Yeah, he's like-
Javier Bardem.
Yeah, he would like walk up on the beach and be like, "This sparrow." He was like so fucking weird. I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
That guy got a role where he's not weird.
I also
Oh.
like that. I'll go ahead and spoil that movie if you haven't seen Pirates.
And that's
5
old
yet.
enough. Go for it.
That whole movie, he's like the what the fuck are they? They're like the undead or whatever.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
like
He's like-
cursed.
yeah.
They're like cursed Spaniards that like got sucked into some fucking thing.
Did they
Like the
steal
Bermuda
Dimmock's
Triangle, but
treasure
not.
or something?
No, they really got fucked.
Yeah.
They just like
He like fell into lava water.
they just like went somewhere they
No,
shouldn't have
they
or
were
something.
chasing pirates and they went into a cave
Which
then
was
the cave,
essentially the Bermuda Triangle. They didn't call it that, but that's what it was.
Basically, yes.
It was the Bermuda
But
Triangle.
they got shipwrecked in this cave, fell in the water, and became one of.
But like they really got boned. They really didn't do much. They like went the wrong way.
They
and they
didn't
got
deserve
cursed
it.
for it. They
Got
didn't
it.
go like steal like cursed booty or any of
But
that.
they were
shit.
trying to kill pirates, which pirates are fucking.
They're the
They're
good
the-
guys.
They are the good
Jack.
guys. They really are the good guys, kind of.
Come on.
True.
But the whole movie, he's a fucking ghost monster man, and then at the end of the film, they turn normal again. That's like, throughout
Can
the.
I talk about the other horse shit?
Well, hang on. Let me just
I
mention
may have been asleep
he
during that.
becomes normal. Is like, oh my god, I'm normal again. I'm still gonna get Jack Sparrow. Like he completely the whole thing. He's like, you cursed me. I've lived this way for hundreds of years. And it's like you're normal again. You have a life again. You can go see your relatives, like your descendants or whatever. And he's
lived
like,
for hundreds of years.
Because he's a ghost.
because he's like a ghost
they're
man.
Yeah, but I thought he
Oh no, he didn't live hundreds of years
I don't
because he was
fucking know.
chasing
It's
young
like-
Jack
if it was
Sparrow.
Jack Sparrow.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Okay, whatever.
I was
I
confused
forgot. It was
momentarily.
like dozens of years.
Okay.
Right. It was like
Oh, I've had
probably
a hard
40 years.
It's been a
40,
rough
50 years.
decade.
it's been, I mean, he was a kid. Jack Sparrow's old now.
That's not
man.
bad
That's
though.
only like 40 years.
If you become a ghost, but you don't age for
Yeah,
40
he
years.
did.
Yeah.
He was back to
He really
normal.
just walks it off.
So yeah, that was my point. Walk it off now. And then he died 1 second later.
Yeah.
what?
Let me
He's
hit
like,
some
I'm
horse
human.
shit.
I'll get you.
but no one stays dead.
Let me hit some horse shit
Happened to
moments in this
Barbosa.
too.
That's true.
Yeah.
He's like,
And Jack Sparrow.
he's like captain of his boat. He's like, I'm hunting the pirate. They come, and then so
He does
then
talk
one of the
like that.
he talks like that, and then so he's like, I see this other pirate boat, and I see this like so he's telling the origin story of Jack Sparrow.
right.
Yeah.
He's chasing a boat.
yeah.
And he sees this young kid on. And he's like, and I see this little pirate on top of the thing,
Yeah,
and he
he
looks
said it.
like a little bird. So we called him a Jack the Sparrow, right? And so, but then immediately after he's like, we called him Jack the Sparrow. The boat like does a U-turn. They drive to the cave and they all die. And
Yeah.
Jack Sparrow's fine. So he didn't tell anyone, including Jack Sparrow, that he decided to call him Jack Sparrow.
I think he just yelled at it. You asshole, Jack!
I called you Jack the Sparrow! And then he's like, I'm gonna adopt Jack
Good
Sparrow.
name.
Never said
That
it.
works.
Then, later on in the film, they crash on an island. It's when that whole fucking stupid wedding ass scene happens, right? And Barbosa shows up and he's like, get me a Jack Sparrow. And he like saves them, and he's got the black pearl in a bottle.
He does. Well, that
And
was in the last
That
film.
was in the last film. So, because they're like, we can't escape Captain Salazar. They've got the fastest ship. There's only one ship that's faster than Salazar's ship.
And it's right
And it's
here.
the Black Pearl. Okay? So they throw it in the water, and then they get on the Black Pearl, the fastest ship ever. They get caught by Salazar, the British Army, and the fucking Black Pearl crew in a lifeboat rows up and catches them.
Yeah, well, they weren't really escaping.
Well, it wasn't
They were
fully
fucking
manned.
around.
You gotta have
Like,
some
sail.
crew
the
on
whole
there.
point was we can't
work the
escape them with
jibs and
anything but the
shit.
Black Pearl. They get on the Black Pearl and they get fucking caught by all three of them.
You know?
I'm like, you're so full of shit.
It's only like 50% capacity.
And then the
It's
British
also-
roll up.
It's just
It's been in
metaphor.
a jar for days.
And the British roll up and they're like, finally, we'll have Jack Sparrow. And then Salazar's ship rolls up and literally just goes,
No,
and
he's
eats
not-
it, and that's it. And the
he's
British
not
are gone.
exaggerating. His ship eats the other ship.
yes, it
Yeah.
comes
It
up and it
comes
goes,
up out of the water, and
Wait.
their ship is almost like a shark mouth, and it's like.
Aren't they the ghosts of good people, though?
not really. They're just like those British people.
I
No,
guess
and
the
they're gone.
Spanish weren't huge
Ryan,
fans
the
of the British at
pirates
the
are
time.
good in this franchise.
It makes
okay,
no
they're the good
fucking
people.
sense.
True.
Any
The
of them.
robbing
He's
and
a
the
pirate
looting
and a
and
good
the
man.
implied raping that is never
You know they-
showed in
you know,
Disney.
they
They're
took-
the good people.
In the Disney ride, they took out the rape.
All the implied raping. Yeah. They did.
They did. No, they actually.
Oh.
No. That's a thing.
They whitewashed
They-
it.
they-
I like the idea, like there was rape in there before.
No,
they
I
did
mean,
they had to take out the rape.
I'm not saying it's
It
a
could've
bad
gone either
thing.
way.
I'm not saying it's a bad
It
thing.
could have gone either way.
Rape
Wait,
is a
you're not
bad
saying
thing.
that. You're making
Say
it
it's
worse.
a bad
You're making
thing.
it worse.
No,
Back off of that.
I'm saying taking
Back off
out
that
the.
position.
Let me wait. It's a double
bad
negative.
thing.
I'm not saying. I'm not saying
Christ,
taking.
Chris.
I'm saying. I'm
Yes.
not saying
Go
taking
on.
out the rape is
What
a
are
bad
you
thing.
saying?
That's
Right.
what I'm saying. It's a double negative.
It
I'm
wasn't
not saying
necessarily
taking,
rape, to be fair.
Rape is like a super negative.
No,
It's more
no,
than double.
You're
There was
misunderstanding.
some hanky
Rape,
panky.
rape is bad.
Also,
Rape.
it was good.
Yeah, rape is bad.
Yes.
And I'm not saying the fact that they took out the rape is a bad thing. That's probably a good thing.
Good.
But
Probably a good thing.
yeah, that's a good thing.
Qualified, sure.
So,
I mean, we're talking Disney, not
yeah,
historical.
But in the original Pirates of the
my
Caribbean
God.
ride at Disney World, there was pirates chasing women as part of the ride. Like
Yes.
scared
They were just
women.
chasing
I mean,
them. They never caught
Yeah,
them.
yeah, they never. It was
the
In
forever.
all the years they ran,
They
were
ran
never
forever
caught.
and were
Yes.
never caught.
Except one at the end, it was flipped. It was like a girl had like a pan or
Don't
something.
they basically like they kind of reference that in Rick and Morty? No.
Do they?
Yeah, in the
yeah,
Anatomy Park.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
got
yeah.
the fucking Pirates of the
Oh,
Pacific.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Little rapey or something?
He's like they're real rapey too. We didn't whitewash them.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, they were pirates. They didn't just sing songs. Oh, you pointing at this? Okay. Hey.
A lot of overtones.
Man, I'm going to Disney like
Watch out.
a week from tomorrow, actually.
There's some leftover
World or
pirates
land?
somewhere that might get you.
Also,
So-
You're going on
Johnny
vacation?
Depp was there.
Well, no, I'm going to SpaceX
hanging out.
next weekend.
Not too long
that's
ago.
right.
Yeah, I'm seeing a rocket launch next Sunday.
That's pretty fucking awesome.
I'm
For
fucking excited for that.
A
so.
guy that won't attend his own movie premieres, he will put on that Jack Sparrow costume for
He
anything.
must wear it around the
No,
house.
I put it on for a couple $100 million is what I'll
No,
put
he
it
just
on
went to
for.
fucking
No, you're
Disney
saying
and
just-
wore it.
I'm sure that was part of it. That was part
I mean,
of
I'm
like, hey,
sure. Well,
oh yeah,
Fuck if I know.
You think?
yeah.
Yeah, I bet he did do that for free.
I dressed up as Ruby
guy went
Tiffany escape
bankrupt,
ropes
okay,
for nothing.
That's true. He's scratching some pennies together.
He's in there somewhere. Yeah, but he's also fucking losing it. So I could see him doing like I bet it's a little from column A, a little from column B. It's like I could see like it's $100 million for this film, but you gotta show up to the park like twice. He's like, got it. And then the 9th time he showed up, they're like, you're done, you're good. And he's like, I just want to see the fans.
Well, now it's gonna be
No one says no to Captain Jack Sparrow.
now it's gonna be all Harry Potter shit now with Jack Sparrow.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Wait,
man.
what?
Yeah. He's,
Jack Sparrow. I'm sorry, with Johnny Depp,
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Johnny Depp's in Fantastic Beasts. He's,
Yeah.
he's,
Yeah,
which I watched.
Shit.
Spoiler,
Barely.
damn it.
Fair.
God damn it.
It's out for
Grindelwald or whatever.
Grindelwald. Yeah, he's Grindelwald.
Now
so.
here's something I want to
Well,
address.
they
with,
had Colin Firth. Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell was great.
Well, he was actually really good. What?
here's something I want to address with some movies do this, and I don't know. Okay, so when they've written about the history of this character, Grindelwald.
Yes.
If you want to, you can look up everything about him, what happened from when he became evil to when he's not around
How
anymore.
much of that is canon, though?
I think it all is.
No, there's
write that
a
book.
good chunk, but there's a lot of open error right now that's not explained. Like
Isn't there
there's a
whole
lot
thing
of there's a
where
lot of
he
implied. Like if
meets another guy and then a whole thing happens with them.
the-
and-
Dumbledore.
So the books
he does meet Dumbledore
the
at one
books
point.
Harry
Something
Potter
happens.
1 through 7 are canon.
Okay.
And in that, in like book, I think 6 and 7, they start talking about Grindelwald and like how Dumbledore and Grindelwald were buddies, and then theoretically maybe were lovers at some point. And
I missed that implication, but interesting.
That was part of
they
it.
allude to it a
And
little
then
bit.
they talked about there was this whole fight, and then there was
Yeah.
like a whole thing
And so-
that happened with
Was he
Grindelwald
mad
and
when he discovered it
Voldemort.
was
There was
Johnny
a whole
Depp?
thing that happened with them.
But so that is it's alluded to in I want to say book 6 and 7, and then Fantastic Beasts kind of picks it up and starts filling in the front end of it. So you're actually starting to learn more. So there's a lot of stuff about the character we don't know about yet.
So what I was gonna say is maybe it's not canon, and I'm like maybe because I read up on it after I watched the movie. I was like,
Yeah.
you know, I kind of want to know more about this guy and what's going on here because I like that backstory shit. And like, there's something about seeing a movie that has a bad guy in it that you already know the ending of that bad guy.
like Titanic.
Yeah.
That's true. I know
Schindler's
how
List.
Titanic ends. But like
Or
stuff like that,
do
it's
you?
like it makes a villain, especially less scary.
Do you?
Because you're like, I know what
But
happens.
that's why they
Do
fill
you
it full of
think-
characters that you have no idea whether or not
It's
they'll ever
true.
die. I mean, Fantastic Beasts, it's all there's about Newt and like everyone else is like you don't know how long they live.
Right.
I mean,
Also,
Well, like Star Wars, the new Star Wars.
Rogue One,
it's like,
right?
yeah, Rogue One. You don't know who's gonna live and who's gonna die. You know
Yeah.
what's gonna happen.
yeah, you know, eventually the plans get away.
Yeah.
because episode 4 starts like that.
Well, let me
But-
ask you this though. So, watching the Harry Potter movies or reading the books, did you ever have any expectation that
well,
Voldemort
no,
would
because I
win?
never read the books.
Or
I read,
watched the movies. I mean, anything like. You go into that series
go
like
into
the
that
bad
not-
guy's gonna lose.
Well, you
well,
figure that, but you don't know
kinda.
how.
You figure that, but
Like, a lot of people
You
still
still don't know
die.
how.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's the thing. A lot of people are gonna die. Like the main character doesn't necessarily have to live through the end of the series. You figure good will probably triumph over evil at some point, but still, a shitload of people died.
Yeah,
and so it's like
they still
okay.
could. We don't know.
Yeah, exactly. So
Right. It's just I don't know, something about that, and it's like that's why I kind of like when superhero films change it up a little bit. Because it's like I know a lot of stuff about villains and how a lot of them die and stuff like that, and it's like so when they change it up, it's good, you know.
Empire
It's
Strikes
like-
Back. The good guys lose.
that does kind of happen.
I guess, yeah. It's right. No, and I like stuff like that. I like being
Specifically a hand.
surprised by it. It's like when you already know the outcome, and then a movie comes out, like a new movie, but you already know a certain outcome of it. That's kind of like, I feel like it detracts from the fear of it.
I guess so.
I mean, that's pretty much anything based off a book. Though.
Yeah, I don't
that's where
really.
it goes.
I get what Jeremy's saying. I don't really get that at all with this because, like, I mean, I read all the books. I don't know shit about him, and it's a completely separate story. Now, I would completely agree if it was like it's little Voldemort. That's the prequels. Like, it's little Anakin. Like, he's the main fucking character. He's a huge character later. He's a huge character now. Like Grindelwald was like barely mentioned. I want to know more about him. This is a great outlet to do that.
I just really hope they don't make like Grindelwald like his Voldemort's dad somehow. Like I hope they don't pull that bullshit. It's like no, he's a separate character. Keep it separate. But
I'm fine with it going off as much as humanly possible from Harry Potter, and then just inserting characters.
Because keep it into the universe of it.
I would rather. That's what the prequels did that was wrong. Is they tied everyone in. It's made the world feel small.
I would rather have the characters we already know from Harry Potter tie into this story than this story tie into the original story.
Well, I mean, that's
like I know the original story. I don't need more of that.
And so far, they've done really, really good things to that. Like Newt's commander, you can see at the end of the movie, he's wearing a scarf that is yellow and black, which is Hufflepuff, which he is a Hufflepuff. But they never mention that at all. But it's like if you know, that's like, oh, that's kind of cool. Or even like he was dating a woman, Lestrange, which is like, oh, that's Madame Lestrange's, I think, mother. But it's like they never say that. But they just say a name. It's like, oh, okay, that's kind of like little. I mean,
that's the whole fucking movie. What
people are
like the huge shit with
what people
magic.
are saying,
they don't tell you shit.
Yeah, exactly.
So on the hashtag, what people are saying is that Pottermore says the whole history of Grindelwald, where he's been and what happens to him.
Yeah.
And apparently that's canon. Like, and so that's what people are
stuff.
saying.
What J.K. Rowling's changed stuff.
Huh?
Pottermore is J.K. Rowling's website where she kind of fills in gaps.
She
so it's like
it's
possible
there.
But she could change it.
She could
too.
change it.
She could do that.
I mean, the thing is, it's her universe. She can do whatever she wants.
I know.
If she literally treats it as a historical document of that universe, how often are those wrong or written by people who don't know the full story?
But she could also like warp things. You know, it's like, oh, here's what's written historically. This is the historical account. But this is not what actually happened.
That's what Ryan just said.
Okay,
I was going to give it to him.
All right, sorry. I
he said that, and you were like, right. But also, what you said.
That's what's kind of good about being an
good
author.
Good point, Ryan.
Like,
but let me say this:
it's like it's funny to think about how much power J.K. Rowling has, because it's like she can change whatever she wants.
I can change as much. And bitch could kill us all. Are you kidding me? We're talking about real
like
power.
literally all these characters that people know and they know the whole story of. If J.K. Rowling's like, no, actually it was like this.
Yeah, but okay.
That's true.
That kind of happened to me because I was completely blindsided by the development that Dumbledore was gay.
Yeah,
all right.
Like, reading the whole thing, and maybe I just didn't pick up on subtext.
I mean, it's vague subtext.
There was a whole thing.
There was subtext, but it was almost like she had the master key that is outside of the book, and then after the book came out, then she was like, "Oh yeah, he's gay." And then, like literally, and then you read the book, you're like, "Oh my god, it all makes sense. It all makes sense," but it's not in there.
I can't think of anything that jumps out in my mind.
It's all just like it's all the
look at his fucking
shit.
wand. It's anal beads.
Well,
I never remember the movies.
To be fair, that's the Elder Wand. That's actually the one. That's Death made that wand. So Death is in anal play.
Maybe just you have to be gay.
Yeah,
you just don't get it. By the way,
but then
that's why Voldemort couldn't get it to work.
But technically Draco.
Like, it doesn't work.
Well, no. But then I don't know. Then Draco had the Elder Wand.
Wait, you have to be like a power.
Because Draco had it, but then Draco has a son. Because Draco has a son in the new book, the play.
He's adopted.
All right, don't Kristen Stewart this.
That goes in an ass.
It could.
Don't Kristen Stewart this.
Also, Jack, people are pointing out.
Yes.
They say, don't worry, Grindelwald won't be Voldemort's father because Voldemort has a human father.
Really?
They pointed that
that's right.
out.
He's a mudblood. That's right.
He's half Muggle, and that bothers him a lot.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a little still caught up on that.
But I mean, like we were talking about all this, but really, if you go back to like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the movies are different than the comics.
To be fair,
it's me eating the boat.
Wow.
Like the movies draw from comics, but the movies themselves are their own thing. Like they exist in a universe separate from the comics. So, anyway.
Peter Hayes always on.
Peter Hayes already gifted Jeremy eating a boat.
He gifted like me eating a boat
really?
like that. Yeah.
What? All right. right.
It's a
Jeremy
all right?
Dooley.
Dude,
My
he's
watch
right
just
here.
said Jeremy Dooley.
He's right here.
I have contact info for you. Hey, there's
You
your
know
phone
what
number.
I'm realizing? I'm gonna do this shot with you real quick.
What are you realizing, Jeremy?
I'll hit it in a second. Let me do this shot. Because the iPad's not open,
That's
so I don't
a
even
really
need to
cool
realize
shot.
it.
It's a little.
I was gonna say something about me being
trash
hungry.
can.
Yeah.
You know, but something about me being hungry and wishing that I could.
Are you?
I'm kind of hungry, dude, and I really wish
Let me
that
tell
I
you
could
about
cook my
something.
own meal.
Because it works out perfectly because this episode of Off Topic that you're on right now is brought to you by Blue Apron.
Damn!
It's true. Fresh, high quality ingredients make a real difference, so it's important to know where your food comes from. For less than $10 per person per meal, Blue Apron delivers seasonal recipes along with pre-portioned ingredients to make delicious home-cooked meals. Choose from a variety of new recipes each week or let Blue Apron's culinary team surprise you. Recipes are not repeated within a year, so you'll never get bored. Some upcoming meals include miso butter salmon, basil pesto chicken, and meatball pizza. Blue Apron's freshness guarantee promises that every ingredient in your delivery arrives ready to cook or they'll make it right. Customize your recipes each week based on your preferences. Blue Apron has several delivery options so you can choose what fits your needs. And there's no weekly commitment, so you only get deliveries when you want them. Check out this week's menu and get your first 3 meals free with free shipping by going to blueapron.com/offtopic. You will love how good it feels and tastes to create incredible home-cooked meals with Blue Apron. So don't wait. That's blueapron.com/offtopic. Blue Apron, a better way to cook food. Drive
All
that
right.
point home.
Nice. No, I like it.
You can cook a lot of things.
Blue Apron's awesome.
Got one
Shit's-
yesterday.
It's really good.
There's some steakies in there.
good
I know.
stuff.
I got.
They have a lot of, like,
we got chicken and steaky.
They have a lot of like international dishes.
They
Like,
do.
They have like Moroccan
That's
chicken.
where I eat most of my noodles. Is from
Dude,
Blue
udon
Apron.
noodles.
The udon noodles.
They do
the,
udon noodles. It's so good.
So they have soba noodles. Sometimes
I did one of
that
those.
comes
I
true.
did that thing where you, because you always see it when you get like ramen, like nice ramen and stuff, where they have like the half an egg in there.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like soft
Yeah,
boil
yeah,
an
yeah.
egg, and
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
half an egg. They like do that in one of them,
That's big.
and you feel like you're
the egg.
fucking awesome. You're like,
Do
I put it
sopa
in.
noodles have to be cold?
I don't know.
Is that a requirement for sopa?
I mean, you're an adult.
I'm
That
the
could be
wrong
more.
person to ask, but
I don't know. I mean, I thought that was like a thing. I thought that's.
they usually are.
I always assume sopa noodles are
They
cold.
usually are. I don't know if they have
But like,
to
is
be.
that part? Like ice has to be cold.
Someone said no.
Nope.
no.
It can be both.
All right. There we
Why
go.
does-
Myth
Someone-
busted.
I like all the questions coming through, and one is,
What do we got?
does Dumbledore is gay?
But wait a minute. Ryan didn't know he was.
I think we lost.
How did he miss
I think
that?
we. Well, there's Ryan. Right here. You see this?
Did you
It's
hear
here.
about that whole I was gonna say
doors.
controversy. I don't know if it's controversy or not, but there was like this whole thing that happened where a dude got Dumbledore tattooed on his back, and it was like his whole back is a portrait of Dumbledore. And then 2 days later, they announced that Dumbledore is gay, and then the guy was like, I have a gay man on my back, and like apparently, and like people started making fun of him for it, and like there was this whole thing
I think
that
they
happened
made fun of him
with
because
him.
he's gay, not because he has a giant tattoo of
of
Dumbledore on
a
his
fucking
back.
Also-
magic wizard.
Also, that's
You know
a little
what I
fucked
mean?
up.
That's pretty cool, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
You're fucking gay.
There's like this big story that's
That's a gay fictional character now. That's ridiculous. Fucking gives
Let me
it.
find, I'm gonna find the Dumbledore tattoo. It's fucking insanity.
Is it good? Is it
It's a pretty good tattoo, actually.
What's the
Yeah.
worst tattoo you've ever seen in real life?
in real life.
In real life.
Okay, I know one. And,
honestly, the worst maybe ever. It's probably a toss up between. Okay, the worst tattoo I've ever seen in real life is either A, the tattoo Jeff gave Barbara, or B,
was
the
not
tattoo
great.
Jeff gave Becca.
Becca's worse. Way worse.
Well, they're my top two, Chris, that I've seen. So I was there for both of them.
those are pretty bad. There was a guy that I knew a long time ago. He was like a friend of my parents. I don't even know if they're still friends anymore, but
Damn.
he was in a biker gang. And this gang had a specific tattoo that you would get on your arm. And then some stuff happened, and he wasn't in the gang anymore. They like kicked him out of it.
Oh, shit.
And so they were like,
Did they get it burned?
you need to get that tattoo.
Was his name the Mooch?
It was not the Mooch, but they were like, so he had to get it covered up, but he didn't like get it covered
That
up.
was a red MAGA hat.
Yeah, he like didn't get it covered up with an image. It was just like a black
Oh, I've seen that.
spot,
Yeah.
like just black, just totally covered it
That was
up.
better than just getting it burned off.
I
I've seen people do that before.
I mean, maybe they couldn't afford like
like
a
a
laser.
sensor
you know what
bar,
I mean?
essentially.
Essentially, yeah. And so I was like,
Just a square.
and I was little, so I was like, what is that?
People-
What is
people
that? And he's
who
like,
have,
oh,
like-
here's the story behind this. And he like told me the whole thing.
People who have like come to their senses and or just gotten the shit beat out of them like to do that with swastikas.
yes.
It's like, oh, it's a black square.
boy, have I
got.
seen so many photoshopped images of me with a swastika on my chest. Man,
Yeah,
it's a
And you
there's
just
a-
got a lot more.
You got the
Your Ed Norton
American History X.
Yeah.
I got it going on. There was a great one of me, like, you know, the classic photo of him like this, right? Ooh, bit stain. And like
At least
him
he's
doing
super
that thing.
ripped in that movie.
He's ripped.
Yeah, he is.
Right,
Good.
so it looks good with my head
Yeah.
on it. I'm like, I could be that if I tried.
Also,
and
you look tall.
right, I'm like, yeah.
You're Edward Norton. You're
But
like 5'7".
There's
now.
great ones of me like that, and it's got instead of the swastika, it's got the Funhouse logo.
Yeah,
That was
fucking
Yeah,
awesome.
I saw that one.
Perfect.
It looks great.
There's
Speaking of-
like 100 fucking images
It's
of your
taken
head.
over the subreddit.
It's your head
Yeah,
on fucking
yeah.
It's me as
everything.
American History X, Breaking Bad. I'm in there.
Obviously.
We got fucking Jamie Hyneman from MythBusters
yep.
is
I've
in
seen that
there.
a couple times.
There was like apparently the latest Camp episode was about eggs. So it's literally just an egg.
I haven't seen that one
With
yet.
seen- sunglasses on.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold,
Yep,
I get a
I've seen
lot.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, I could see that. Yeah.
Dude, I had to do Stone Cold. I did Stone Cold on my stream a lot. Like,
Oh, really?
Just starting, you know, like, give me a hell yeah, like his whole thing. I want to do a
You,
beer
like,
bash
smash
at
the
some
beer,
point.
yeah.
I gotta do that at some point.
I know nothing about wrestling really, but
Mm-hmm.
I know enough of like, oh, the 316, Stone
316.
Cold Steve Austin, right? Like
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but I know that's his thing. That's a thing. I fucking-
316 says I just kicked your ass.
fucking
That's what he
love.
says.
I was. I think it was.
He only
Greg-
wrestles in early afternoon.
no,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was Greg Miller's. I want to say it was like his Instagram, and he was in his house or wherever, and he's like on the fucking microwave, and it's like 316, and he's just walking across the room, and he walks over to his wife, and he just goes, he's like, like gives her the middle finger, and it's like I knew he was doing
was
like a
something
Stone
about
Cold bit
Stone Cold.
as I was watching
That's
it, but he's doing it, and his wife, who I assume has no idea what
idea.
he's doing. She's. What is she, Canadian? What is she?
She's Canadian, yeah.
She just goes, the video, she just goes, why? That's the end of the video. It's just him walking up there going, "Argh."
Austin, Stone Cold used to do this thing. Like his pose, every entrance he had, right? They all do the same entrances over and over and over again.
Yeah.
So Austin's, he would like do his walk down to the ring, he'd go into the ring, and then he'd get up on the turnbuckle, and so it was to give the middle finger with both hands. But he wouldn't do this, does this.
Oh,
He
really?
charged it this way, which was always weird to me. He
That's
comes up
very
and
weird.
he comes up, he gets on the turnbuckle, and he goes,
Is that like allowed? Is that allowed on TV?
"It's not anymore."
Well, because it's backwards.
Well, that's what I'm
Back,
saying.
back in Stone
I'm
Cold's
saying
time,
that's probably why he
totally
did
fine.
it.
Well, I mean,
Right?
to
get on TV.
technically on cable, you could do whatever the fuck you want.
Like, so,
but,
like
yeah.
that was the end of what they called the Attitude Era of, of
So, like,
wrestling.
like NWO and all that stuff. and-
NWO was there.
Yeah.
Like that's when The Rock was still in there and Stone Cold was
this
still in there.
flicking off yourself?
Well,
It
that's-
is.
I don't, that's the thing.
Right?
It's like,
Yeah.
It's the back of the hand
well,
that
it's
says
funny.
who to fuck off.
It's funny because George W.
It's
Bush
way more like-
threw the horns one time because his daughter graduated from UT, and so at the University of Texas you do the horns like that. Chris, you graduated from UT, right?
Yeah.
But if you do this, it's like this is what most people are like, yeah, hell yeah. But when you do this, it's like the devil. So there was like literally, there was literally like an image of George Bush throwing the horns, and like Christian groups like, oh my God, George Bush throwing sign of the devil. It's like no,
I
that's
might
the
have told
Longhorns.
this story before, but I went to a Motley Crue concert one time, and they were playing "Shout of the Devil."
Nice.
And every time they said "shout," it was an image of George Bush flipping the bird. Oh
yeah.
yeah. So literally on the screen, every time they said "shout," it was George Bush doing this.
What was that tattoo that you had?
That was
That
the
was the
tattoo of
that was the
Dumbledore. I was
Dumbledore.
just showing right there.
Oh.
It's
If
like
you guys look up
realistic.
Dumbledore tattoo, it's the first one. So
Oh,
look
okay.
how
It's
giant that tattoo is.
Oh my god.
On his,
And it's
I want to go
mostly-
back.
And
It's mostly like a
that's
portrait
definitely
of his
Kris Kringle.
face.
But that's not.
too.
Yeah, that's not even like Richard Harris
That's
or
motherfucking Santa
or what's his
Claus.
name? The other Dumbledore. That's
What do
just
you
a-
got?
It's just a
This
old
is-
What
wizard.
is that?
This is a real life tattoo
Oh,
that
no.
I saw downtown.
they're all real life
I don't want to
tattoos.
show it. I don't want to show it on camera.
Okay.
Because it, well, I was downtown.
Can we describe it?
well, I'll show it to you, but
Okay.
just don't.
All right. it
Ryan's
is-
face just said everything.
It's a.
That's
it's
that's someone's baby.
It's clearly someone's baby. I'm
Is there
imagining
something
probably
wrong with the baby?
I
imagining
bet-
the
I
baby's
bet-
probably
I
dead.
bet the
There's something
baby-
wrong with the canvas.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
bet the baby doesn't
and
look like
it just
that.
says "My Princess." It looks like
Wait, is that on her back or on her?
that's her back.
Okay. Okay.
And it was someone I didn't know.
bet
I
it
saw
was
the tattoo,
great
and I was
4 or
like,
5 cheeseburgers ago.
"I really like your tattoo. Can I take a picture
oh
of it?"
no, Chris. God, so you took a photo to be
You
able to make
fucking
fun of her to
con
your
man.
friends.
No. I that's why I'm not showing it. I just was like,
You didn't show it.
I didn't show it. I'm not gonna
I mean,
publicly.
no.
That's not. You've still done what Jack just
Yeah.
said. You still got it to make fun of it with your friends, just not the whole world.
Yeah.
Chris is like, no, I just showed you guys. Look at this shit he
podcast.
did, dude. It looks
Literally
terrible.
thousands of people haven't seen it. Only in this group I decided to show.
It's not
Seen it
good.
and just describe it.
It's not good. It's
a really bad
I bet
thing.
it's
He's only a partial
beautiful
asshole.
child.
You don't tattoo realistic faces
Yeah.
of
It's
babies.
Very hard. It is very hard to tattoo like a portrait or a picture.
No one does it right. That's why
Some
when
people
it's done
do
really
do it
well,
right.
you see it online all over the place because it's like this person did it well.
Some
because
people-
so many people don't do it well.
Most people do it wrong. It's some people. It's fucking amazing, and most
Yeah.
times, no, it's not.
Like, here's the thing: if you make a drawing for a tattoo, and you come in with it and you go, "I want this on my body somewhere permanently," know that it might not look exactly like what you brought it in. You know, like I brought in this tattoo. I drew it.
That's your sleeve.
This one.
you
I
go.
drew this one, and then I brought in the USB file and a printout, and I was like, I want this, knowing that it wouldn't look like this. It was
Yeah.
just an outline, and I was like, you can shade it however you want to shade it.
You
And,
trust the artist.
I
to make
trust
it.
the guy.
That's why you get a good fucking artist.
Exactly.
That's the first.
This was
step.
someone that was recommended to me,
Yeah.
and he was fucking awesome. Like he sat down with me. It took like 4 hours,
Dude.
I think, to do that one. He put on Avengers.
How long that would take?
It was like Avengers right at. Oh, that's the one. Yeah, that one's awesome.
Bostonian History X.
He put on Avengers like right after it came out. He like had it on his computer. He's like, so
Nice.
we watched Avengers together, and then he was like talking to me. It was almost
Hopefully
like
he
Michael.
wasn't watching,
It was
but-
very similar to Michael talking about Mountain Monsters. How much he loved some fucking show like that. It was some History Channel show. He's like, do you know how big a fucking beaver is? He's like, they're giant. He's like, I didn't know it until I watched this show. They're insane. And like he put on this show and he was watching, and I was like loving it.
I can't
Have
remember.
you seen a moose
I can't remember.
Mooses are big, dude. I've seen mooses all the time. dude.
in real life?
Yeah.
When?
We used to go.
Fuck you.
All right, calm down.
Chris, have
Calm
you seen
down.
movies
Prove
yet?
it.
What?
I used to go on vacation with my parents.
That's a trick question.
My grandfather.
You ain't never seen a moose.
My grandfather used to own a lot of properties, and some of them he would just use as like vacation apartments.
Slumlord, got it.
Yeah, and so and one of them was in a place in Maine called Old Orchard. So Old Orchard Beach is in Maine. It's like a vacation spot for people in the Northeast that can't afford a lot. And so we would go there and just stay in his apartments. And on the way there are fucking moose everywhere, dude.
Mooses.
And they're huge.
They're 12
giant.
feet tall.
Yeah, they're pretty big, dude. Like, and they're fucking intimidating.
Yeah.
There was a moose at my high school one time. I was, they were like, it was like,
Like, it went to class?
did you ever have like, you ever have like a
It started as a mascot, but then it went for its GED.
I don't know what they call
The
it,
whole,
but
like,
at high
undercover
schools,
thing.
but they always had like their certain drills. There was a drill for a fire, right, which is everybody evacuate.
Did you have a moose drill?
A moose?
Not a moose drill, but there was
There's a
certain
moose.
drill.
Everyone
That's only in
play.
Canada. That's only in
So
Canada.
fire,
cameras out.
everyone evacuate was called code red. If it was code red, everybody evacuate. Then we had code blue, and code blue was someone's in the building that shouldn't be in the building, and that was like turn on all the lights, everybody get under the desks,
barricade
like
the
to make
door
it
and
look
shit,
like
yeah.
that no one was in the room.
All right.
Basically, it's like, did someone come in with a gun?
Right.
That's code blue.
Was there a code brown?
There was not a code brown,
That's a shame.
though. I'm sure at some point there was, and we just weren't told about that. And so,
feel it.
A lot.
and so at
Often.
one point we got told there was like maybe code blue. They were like, everybody please stay inside your rooms. Nobody go outside. Like everyone needs to stay in the building. And we're like, what the fuck is going on? So there was a field next to the high school where I was in the marching band for a couple of years, and that's where we would go like practice and stuff like that. And then there was like another field like beyond that where the football team would practice. And just a fucking moose showed up and started walking around. And like moose were not common in our area. But there was a huge fucking moose outside, and it was chasing people.
They're mean, right?
People would walk by, and there was a
Yeah.
moose chasing them. And they were
that's
like,
like-
they're like, everyone needs to stay inside. You're gonna get fucking
And you
killed by a
gotta warn
moose.
people because the moment of disbelief will cost you your life.
Right, you'll
I
be
can't
like,
that
believe
can't be a moose.
A
and then it will
moose is
kill
about
you.
to kill me.
But also, a moose is one of those like creatures that you're like, it's a moose. I like mooses. No one ever.
Wait.
It's semi-mystical.
Well, what did
Yeah.
you say? Say that one more
I
time.
like mooses. Meese. Moss.
Moose.
Moose.
I like moose.
Still just moose.
Multiple moose.
Mooses. Let's go with mooses.
Yeah.
Mooses.
But then you see a moose in the face, and they're 12 feet tall and chasing you around band camp, and it's like,
They're not nice.
Tall guy.
They're not nice
Stare a
things.
moose in the face.
I was looking at that moose right in the face.
He was 12 feet.
Come down to my level, you coward.
Moose.
Then I got off the
I
ladder.
gotta put my
Moose.
ladder up, open it.
Have I told a story about
That
when I
was.
got... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted, before we fire off, I was going back all the way back to the tattoo thing you're talking about. You fired right into the moose thing. You're saying, like, a good tattoo artist, like, they won't draw what you bring them in. My fucking Gears tattoo, I brought in the logo.
Oh,
It's
nice.
a fucking
That's
two-dimensional
close.
red image. And he's like, cool, I'm gonna make something way better than this. And like, he drew that. I'm like, that's fucking awesome. Like, I had an idea what I wanted. I'm like, I'm thinking this, like, it's like a skull inside of like a gear and there's like some blood splatter. And he's like, okay, cool. And then like, he drew his version. He's like, how about that? I'm like, that's way better.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Tattoo
He-
artists
when,
often
like, the
know what
whole,
they're
like,
doing.
3D fucking skull has got like cracks in it and shit like that. Like that tattoo I have right there, that is the Gears of War logo. That's it. I mean, you can look up the logo. It's fucking simple.
Very
it's just,
simple.
It's just like a red. I can't remember what color the skull was, but I think it's like black or something inside the red circle. I'm like, that's it.
Yeah.
It's like a super simple image.
I-
and he was like almost to a level of like, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Cause like I'm better than that. Oh, almost. You know what I mean? Like
What
I
you
mean,
got
I'm
there
sure I could have like
is
argued.
amateur hour.
Right. I'm sure I could have been like, no, this is exactly what I want. And he would have been like, okay. But I was like, I want this, but you do you. And he's like, sure. And he made this fucking thing. And I'm like, oh, that's way better.
I made the biggest mistake. I'm almost embarrassed to say it.
Uh-oh.
But so I've got a tattoo here, and then I've got another tattoo on my back for my grandfather. And so it's
Embarrassed by him?
the name. So it's my grandfather, like what we used to call him. It's like a Syrian name for grandfather.
Dumbledore.
It says Jiddo. So Jiddo is Syrian for grandfather. And then under it, it says, may his memory be eternal, because that's what they said during his funeral. It's like a thing they repeat a lot. I came in to get the tattoo. I spelled it wrong. I spelled eternal wrong. And I didn't notice it because it was in a really cursive-y font.
Yeah.
And I didn't notice it looking at it. And I brought it in, I gave it to the guy, and the guy put it on my back, and he was like doing the tattoo. And during it, he's like, I don't think you spelled this right. Like, as he was doing it, he stopped,
He, like,
he went back and he
fixed it on the
corrected
fly?
it, and he came back.
That
"So
was
wait."
good.
And I was like, dude, you fucking saved my life. Like, if I had fucking had a misspelled word on my body, like, god damn. I was so nervous that I was gonna do something like that, and I had this nice font, and I was like, it's all cursive, it's all nice. And then, yeah, I missed like an
How did
R.
he-
It's
how
like
did he know?
channel or something.
Oh man.
He was starting to do it, and he had started the words, and he was like looking forward at the words, and he noticed that there was a letter missing, like as he was looking at it, and I was like, holy fucking shit.
That's impressive too, because
Yeah,
I mean, like, if
that's
you've never gotten a tattoo, they put it on trace paper.
Yep.
And then they put it on your skin, and it's almost like a water tattoo, and they peel it off, and then they trace it on there. So for mid tattoo, for him to fix
Mid-tattoo,
that,
he
I
saw
mean,
it.
they're just tracing at that point.
Exactly.
You know,
So I was
to
like,
wipe it off.
I
and
said to him so much.
do
I was
it
like,
on the
oh my
fly.
god, dude, you don't know how much of a story
I hope
this
you
would have
gave him
been
a
on my
decent tip.
podcast.
Yeah. Tip the shit out of that guy.
He fucking saved me right there. I was like
kidding.
so close to fucking that up. But what I was saying before that is when I was talking about the high school and they have the code red and the code blue and everything. Have I told the story about when I got punched in the face because of a code blue?
I don't think so.
Not ringing a bell.
They would run code blue drills all the time. Like, all right, time to practice it, you know,
Man.
like everybody I love the
That's
speaker.
like a generation thing too, because like I didn't do any
Yeah.
of that shit.
Oh,
that you're
really? Yeah, I did
describing.
all of that shit.
That's just like, it's just funny because it's the difference between like the 4 to 5 years of
It was like, you know, you'd have
of all
fire
the people
drills.
getting gunned down in
We
school.
had tornado drills.
I had tornado drills too.
I mean,
yeah.
not New Jersey.
Exactly.
And like, so we have, you know, you have fire drills all the time, right? And so that's like a classic thing. And so we'd have code blue drills. And they say, everybody, it's a code blue, it's code blue. And even the teachers knew it was a drill. And they'd be like, fucking everybody under your desks, I'll turn the light off, we'll stop teaching right now. And so I was in a science class one time. It was a chemistry class. And so it was this class that had like, instead of desks, it had like these big tables that had like sinks and they had the Bunsen burners on them and all that shit, you know, because we would do whatever chemical shit we were doing. And
Science.
so I had a buddy of mine that got under one of the tables, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna fuck with him. Why not? because it wasn't like a desk.
It's only a drill.
Right, it's a drill. I knew it was a drill. I knew it was a drill. It wasn't like a desk where you can see all 4 directions. It was a table, so you can only see one direction. So I climbed up over the back of the desk. So I'm on top of the desk, and he's hiding underneath it. And so I poked my head down really quick. His name is Lyndon, and I was like, "Hey, what's up, Lyndon?" And it freaked him out so much that he just punched me right in the face while I was hanging upside down.
You got like trash can.
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
fucking-
Trash can.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it was
trash
exactly
can
like
wolf.
That black
it was,
kid
it
fucking
was just a
punched that kid
reaction
right
by
in the
him. He
face.
punched me in the face, and I just collapsed off the table onto the ground during a code blue.
That I did that one time when I was in high school. I was sleeping on the floor.
Sure.
Yeah, a bunch of friends sleeping over.
a code whatever.
Yeah, it was a code orange-ish.
Yeah.
All right.
And my friend fell. He was like fucking around, and he like tripped, fell on my balls.
Oh.
What hit your balls? Like what
His
part of
he
it?
landed his arm.
Oh, he caught himself.
Oh,
on
no.
He caught himself on my
Landed
balls.
his mouth
So he
and
fucking
then
palmed
and I
you.
was sleeping. I've never been like primitive, like caveman style. I just flipped him over and started punching his face. Like, I was just like, bam, bam.
Poor guy.
That's
Caught
awesome.
himself.
And then it took like 20 seconds of punching before I was like,
Jesus.
oh, I'm sorry.
And he's just a pulp at this point. Like,
I would know.
Wake Chris up.
No, you can wake me
like
up.
Angel
Just
in Fight
not by
Club.
my balls. Don't. I mean, Chris,
Just wake me up, just not by
time to
my
get up.
balls.
you know that scene in X-Men where Wolverine stabs
yeah,
him?
it's that. It was that. I was like, "Arr," and then I was like, I'm so sorry.
God damn.
He finished swallowing his teeth, and then
Holy shit.
That was the only like fight I've been
That's
in.
amazing.
That was the only fight I've been in. Half asleep, Chris swinging at a friend who touched
That's
his
a
balls.
shot that's like on Chris's eyes and he goes. Just like fucking beating the shit out of somebody. Holy
I mean,
shit.
like, were you guys like troublemakers in high school?
No.
You weren't?
I was super.
Jack,
I was
wouldn't
like,
expect
I
you.
was like an
I was-
asshole.
You were an asshole.
shit.
Were you
I'd
a
go with
troublemaker
that,
for the
yeah.
teachers or for other people? Other
No,
students?
not really. I mostly it'd have to be in school to cause trouble in school.
Really?
So,
Oh, you didn't go. That's right.
yeah, I mostly just avoided that. So I was way more a pain in the ass to my parents than teachers.
Fair enough.
By that, like I was a huge pain in school up until high school because where I grew up in high school, they're like, "You're in high school now. We don't fucking care about you." Like all the faculty, they're like, "If you don't come to school and you don't do anything, we don't fucking care. You'll be stupid, and I don't give a shit." We have we're overcrowded. We have way too many kids. There's like 5 cities going to this one school. No one cares. So I was just like, okay. So it was great for me in high school.
Because like in high school, I was known as being the asshole kid. Well, not the asshole. I guess you would call it the class clown to the other kids. The teachers, I was the asshole, right? And I've told the story where I accidentally choked out the kid one time.
Sure.
But there was this one history teacher, which I don't know why we never called it history. We called it social studies.
Yeah, same here.
Right. I don't. It's history.
Maybe in high school I got
Yeah.
changed to history, in elementary school, and then maybe in the middle school it was definitely social studies for
Yeah.
me.
Which
for
is
sure.
like horseshit.
I think history was high school.
History is usually more specific. Like it'd be like European history or U.S. history.
Yeah.
Or
I guess.
yeah.
So I think this was my social studies teacher. It was just fucking history.
Bullshit.
If it's about the fucking Bronze Age, it's history. So I like.
Dude, if it's about the mooch, it's history.
There was this teacher.
You out of here!
She just had the worst time with me because like in her class, all I would do in her class is just fuck around. Like this.
I wonder why she had the worst time with you.
And then we would have our schedule, right? All our classes, and every twice a week maybe we'd have like a study period, which is like a free period, you know. And then I would get a bathroom pass and then go to her class, like where another class was happening, and just fucking interrupt that class. And then during chemistry, I would often leave and just go to her class. And she had all these things set up that I would kind of ruin in my own way. She had a
Like a
recycling
teaching curriculum,
She was
or-
very into recycling. Super into
Wow.
it. So she had the
So
recycling
annoying.
bin. And anytime that you put a bottle or something in the recycling bin, she would give you a piece of candy.
I think we have told this
I think
story
you
before.
mentioned this
Is this
part.
with the lemon balls? She had a thing of
I
lemon
don't remember.
balls.
I remember the recycling thing.
I remember recycling. I remember.
Because I went in and I fucking took that thing of lemon balls. And I ate all of them in one go, which was not good. They're really sour. I
You
didn't
got a
realize.
problem with shoving
You
shit
really
in
have
your mouth.
started early on that.
I started early
I don't
on
feel
that.
as
I
bad
thought we
about
were the
it.
cause.
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
we
no,
really
Jeremy's
aren't.
like, oh,
No.
this again?
No, I was like crying during her class. But one of the things
She was like, "Who took the lemon balls?" And you're like,
Yeah, exactly what happened. She was like, did someone take the lemon balls? And I was crying in my seat. And she said, "Have you learned a lesson?" And I went,
it's like this smoke a whole pack of cigarettes thing.
"Smoke?
Smoke a
Whole bag of cigarettes."
Smoke's the villain in the next Star Wars.
Oh,
movie,
I can't
right?
wait.
Yeah.
The thing.
Smoke. You're a
So
smoke.
she did this one like exercise one time. It seems like something you would do with like third graders, but she had this like I can't even think of what the lesson was supposed to be, but she was like, everyone had to take these pieces of paper where you would cut out shapes and you could make a shoe out of it. And everyone had to make their own shoes, like these groups, and she would
Jeremy, you
judge
worked in a
who was
sweatshop.
the best.
Is where you went to school.
I think that's literally what they were supposed to be
Was your
teaching.
school named Nike?
No, like literally, it was supposed to be like all of you are going to be judged on how good the product you make is, and then the person who makes the worst product is going to be like punished.
be executed.
They're supposed to like,
Jesus.
they're supposed to teach like what some sort of regime
Fucking
did or
your
something, right? And like,
Victorian
pagan
cobbler
so,
dog.
but the person who judged who did the best
didn't make shoes.
was another history teacher who fucking hated me because I had them
shocking.
last year,
That
right?
shocks me.
Right, and so he comes in and he's like looking at all the groups and he's like, "Oh, all right, so we've got some groups here who made like these different things," and then he looks and he sees me and he goes, "Oh, Jeremy's in one of these groups, huh?" And I was like, "Yeah, I made one of them." And he goes, "Which team is Jeremy's?" And we're like, "Team 2." He's like, "All right, team 2 gets last." And like literally our team lost because I was on the team.
Wow.
He literally
Before
gave us
you even-
last.
Before you even
Looked at them, he was like, "Your team loses." And like, cause I used to
What a
just fuck,
grudge.
I used to fuck around in this class all the time because I would come in every now and again, and I was one of those assholes that wore sleeveless shirts every now and again.
Sure.
Right. You guys know it. You've seen me. I wear the beaters and stuff, right?
Yeah, it's like I was one of those assholes who dresses like I still dress today.
Like I still dress
Like,
today.
I believe it.
I wear sleeveless shirts all the fucking time. So, but every time I came into his class wearing a sleeveless shirt, which was usually like only if it was one of the days that it was after gym class, or if something had happened to my shirt, it's like if something
Just
spilled
flew
out.
off.
It happens.
Right.
Sometimes you get
Yeah, because if I was
you know?
sweating after
Yeah.
gym, like if I was really sweating after I just finished gym class,
Yeah.
I would wear a sleeveless shirt so I could
Fair.
cool down. And then I put the shirt on.
Reasonable.
But every time he would
Smell
make
it.
this joke where he'd be like, "Oh, Jeremy, what happened to you? Did the sleeve monster get to you?" Or something like that. And he'd say it every time. So I showed up to class one day in a t-shirt that had the sleeves ripped off of it, and I was covered in fake blood and dirt and shit. And I like walked into his classroom late, and I was like, "Sleeve monster got to me. I barely made it." And then he gave me a detention.
That level of effort.
Now were you actually?
That's such a piece of shit move.
One of three
God
things
damn, I would
now.
absolutely agree with that teacher.
One of three things
No,
now.
that is
Now,
great.
were you late already?
I was like 5
Were
minutes late.
you late because you were putting the sleeve
I
monster
was
shit
late because
on?
I was putting it on.
Or were you done waiting outside the door, planning on being late, just because you can't show up on time because the sleeve monster
Did
got
you simulate?
No, I was late because of the
screaming?
sleeve monster.
Okay.
Was there thumps and screams that accompanied your entrance?
I burst through the door,
Okay.
like Kramer,
Kramer?
style. Yeah.
That's good. I saw it
Yeah.
as you were describing it.
And it didn't go well.
See,
the kids loved it. The
Had I
class
been the
loved
teacher,
it.
I would have given you points for
See,
that.
I would have blended
Commitment.
both camps. I can see, but I would have been like, honestly, that is awesome. But you do have detention.
Right.
I would be like, you are
I
late.
didn't even get that.
You are late.
He was just like
detention.
He was just sitting. It's just
But I
like,
would give you credit.
like everyone was like laughing and shit like that. I don't know why.
How do you not appreciate that? It's like, hey, teacher,
That's effort.
I did this for you. Like, it's
Yeah.
your stupid
There was
sleeve
a
monster
whole
joke.
fucking-
Yeah, but if the teacher likes you and you do that, okay, that's one thing. But if the teacher
Yeah.
fucking hates you already,
Well, he
and then-
hated me because of shit like that.
But no, then exactly. Then you do more shit like that. Of course he's gonna hate
That's
you.
how you get a teacher to like
That's how
you
I
who hates
fucking
you.
live. There was
That's how the teacher goes. See, I'm fucking right.
Don't be
Shit.
making fucking sleeve monster jokes. I gave you what you wanted.
There was an English teacher. There was an English
I made it
teacher.
real.
Every year, my high school.
your
Fantasy.
IP.
Yes, this is yours.
Your vision.
Every year, my high school would have a poetry reading contest.
Oh, sure.
Right? You'd read a poem, and whoever did the best from each class would then go into like the semifinals,
Dude,
and they
I
read it in
didn't
front of all the shit.
like all of your school stories remind me of like movies. You know, where it's like the Battle of the Bands was coming up. I was never in a fucking club. I never competed in a single contest. I never ever faced off against any other class.
The legend is that
The legend?
Amy Poehler, because she helped write Mean Girls.
Yes.
Based it off of our high school.
Really?
Because in she was like from Burlington, Massachusetts or something. Or like she like one of her family members went
Well,
there.
it was Tina Fey, but that's cool. So.
No, Amy Poehler was in it, and then
She was
she
in
helped
it,
write
but she
it.
didn't-
I think she
Didn't
helped
I
write
think
it.
didn't she produce it or she was
something.
involved?
She was
in
involved
some
in it.
way.
She's involved, but I think
That's the rumor. I doubt it's true. But anyway, so there's this whole poetry contest. So I, in my class, read my poem. It was about the moon or some shit. And
So you made a good faith effort.
I did it. And I
Okay.
did it. I really read it. And they
Okay.
were like, she was like, "Oh, Jeremy did a great job. I'm sending you to the semifinals,"
Oh.
which is on like in our auditorium.
Oh,
like
no.
all the classes like are in the seats, and you have to go and read it in front of like
have to
everyone
read
rather than just your.
poetry.
You have to read poetry, and it was the same
So
poem.
it's punishment.
Right.
You got your teacher is like, I fucking hate that
So
Jeremy
I'm
kid.
sitting
He's
there.
getting punished by.
Oh,
I'm
this is the
sitting there with all
shittiest
my
one I've
friends.
got. Go read it in front of the school.
Right. I'm sitting there in front of all my friends and like these other kids who are doing it, and they go up and they read their poems and everything, and I'm like, wow, these guys really care about this, and I don't give a shit. Like literally, I was like, I don't give a fuck that I'm here. And so I went up on stage and I had like this poem about the moon, and I was like, I said before I started, I was like, listen guys, I don't care about this, and they really want to be here and they really want to win. So I'm gonna read my poem, but I'm gonna read it as Harry Carey. And like, so I did the whole thing as Harry Carey when I was like, we watch people walk on the moon. And like I did the whole thing. I was like, what if it was made of barbecued spare ribs? Did you do it then? And like that whole thing. And like I did the whole poem
So
like that.
weird.
What a piece of shit.
Yeah, but, and
Weird
so my
choice.
teacher was like, the class loved it. I mean, they were all laughing and everything, but the teacher was just like, oh, like I had faith in him. I thought this could be it.
You were the chosen one.
You were the this was gonna be your
He's
moment.
in there. He's like, you're like my brother, Jeremy.
And I was like, yeah, fuck it. I was like, these guys want it way more than I do. I don't care.
No better way than to
You
announce
can't
on
say I
stage.
don't care.
From
My
about
perspective,
the
the poem is good.
Everyone, I don't care.
Yeah, the poem wasn't bad, but I was like, these guys want to read poems better than I want to read poems. I don't give a fuck.
Hey, these other fucking nerds care about this shit
Yeah,
more than I
I'm just gonna
do.
shit all over
Can you-
this whole
Can you
thing.
give it to one of these losers? I don't want it. Oh, here's my poem.
Pretty much did that.
God
Just not
damn
go.
it.
No, I had to go. She was like, you're going. And I was like, all right. So I went, and then I did that. And I was like, someone else went.
She made me be here. This sucks.
Here's the poem.
You can tell that being on a stage has never been an issue for me. I don't give a fuck.
God damn. Hey, theater mode. Theater mode. There's a new theater mode.
There is a
coming
new
out
theater
today.
mode coming out today.
Oh, look at that. They had it queued.
It's,
Which one?
It's not a great one.
We had Lust for Freedom, right?
That was last week.
That was
It's
last week.
decent. It's not the best one this season. It's not the worst. We had fun with it. It's the chosen one.
Chris,
I think it's-
that might be a winner.
That's the worst one I've ever seen.
You've bested
Oh my
Gavin.
God.
Can we
I guess
punch
it
in
was
on
a-
that?
it was a
Yeah.
new
Look
tab.
at that.
Well, that's true. It
It's
was
a new tab.
It was a
It's
new
a
tab.
new, but that's a thimble of beer.
Yeah,
and
but
a
you're
whole-
supposed to bleed it out. Though,
It is,
so if he poured a second one like that, I would be dead.
Incredible.
Wow.
I-
Sorry. Okay.
What the fuck is it called? The chosen one? What?
Legend of the Raven?
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
I missed it. This is the
no.
Carmen Electra movie.
Yeah, this is in
Not that
fact
one.
a Carmen Electra
I'm
movie.
sad I missed
haven't
out on
seen
this
it.
one.
I have
Don't
not
be
seen
that
this one.
sad. So this
Haven't
is
seen it.
this is the first movie Carmen Electra was ever in, and I'll tell you right now, there's tons of tits, and it's not her.
It's definitely not her.
Definitely a body double.
Yep.
That narrative goes on with
And there's
us.
a real milk issue.
It's
Dairy. The milk people were strongly
the milk
represented.
people were loving.
They're not
this
gonna
shit.
join local milk people.
They're gonna join
you
this.
stupid
They're gonna
Australian.
join this. So check out today's theater mode, the chosen one,
Here's-
milk people.
Clip.
Carmen.
I just don't know what you want from me, Mick.
I need your help.
Mick wants
We're,
dick.
we're lost too.
I don't understand, Mick. I read this dang script over and over again, and I just can't make heads or tails of it.
So many words.
I know.
There's words, but they don't make no sense.
Oh,
in
that bird
order.
was shitting everywhere. Did you see that?
Go back.
That was amazing. We gotta rewind that. See that?
Go back.
That should be a new drinking rule.
Animal takes a shit.
Animal shitting.
I don't know if it just came from
It was
a
like
bird bath or
carpet
what.
bombing.
That was awesome. What a freeze, Ryan. Well done. Look at that. And they just left it in. They couldn't get any other shots of birds. Oh my God, he just kept going.
That's the real power of the Raven.
Holy shit, literally.
Last
Let's
time.
get one
There
more.
you go. Last time. Normal speed.
That is the definition of a carpet bomb.
That would be one of the best parts in the film.
That was
Really is,
impressive
yeah.
pause work.
That was,
bird.
and boy, they kept cutting to that lady who kept changing costumes. For some reason.
Yeah, the chick with the sleeves that was drinking.
She's the
Boy,
bad guy.
She was a whole character. Well, she's the wolf.
She is the
we
wolf.
as we discover.
Is she hungry?
That it
Yeah.
almost
Well
hurts
played.
inside that I remembered that
Well
much about
played.
that film.
We have one more episode to record, and then this section of season 2 of Theater Mode is done.
Every week,
Fucking Kabuki Man we just recorded.
Kabuki Man was good, dude.
That was
Kabuki
a
Man was
thing.
fucking awesome.
Blood Orgy
Honestly,
in Beaver Lake. That's the next one we're recording.
For the gross crew, that was a great film.
Patrick
Yeah.
seemed very happy.
Wow,
Who was
yeah.
that? Was that Nick? Yeah, Nick's cracking up about
So
Blood Orgy in Beaver Lake.
That was that one, the chosen one.
Yeah.
Getting Lucky I wasn't in.
Getting
Getting
Lucky
Lucky
is
is so good.
so
It's
good.
so good. I'm so excited
Yeah,
for
it
it to
was
finally
good.
come out.
The Thingy-
I swear to God, I might watch that one.
Really?
Getting Lucky.
The Thingy.
The thing I wasn't in
I was
either.
in that
Thingy
one.
was also something to behold.
Man, that is
Really?
I'm not gonna
Oh, that
promote
was
the
a whole
movie,
thing.
but it was a thing.
There's nothing out there is pretty
that was-
rough.
It's also the
That
Thingy.
wasn't bad.
That wasn't bad.
I'm gonna be honest though. Still, the Thingy. If you're gonna skip one from this panoply, the Thingy
But-
is currently my
But the
selection.
Thingy, Ryan, it's almost like I preemptively knew how fucking terrible it would be. The Thingy, the only one this season, 4 people on that episode
Was
of
it?
Theater
That
Mode.
was.
It
Oh, that's
was,
right, right, yeah, that's right.
It was who? Me, you, Jeff,
Special guest.
and small my baby.
Hey, Iris is on that whole episode.
Yeah, she screams the entire time. You
My
can hear the film.
apologies to her for having that be.
That's the first movie she's
There's nothing
ever
out there
seen.
was not that bad.
The first
it wasn't
movie,
great, but it wasn't bad.
Nothing out there. There's some
Ever
weird
seen.
funny shit to
Yeah,
it.
and Kabuki Man was amazing.
Yeah, Kabuki Man, of course.
Just
We
absolutely
didn't even need to be there for
Kabuki Man's that's trauma. That's
It's
classic
another
trauma.
great one.
It's
We haven't
good
done.
trauma.
We haven't done Blood Orgy yet.
Haven't done it.
Blood.
Blood. That's
I'm-
next Monday.
I haven't
I'm on
been
that.
asked to be in it yet. I don't
I'm
think
in
so.
it. I think they just asked in general.
I think they asked. I got an email.
I got an email.
Jack,
too, so.
Ryan, and
If I do it, there
It'll
will
be
only
me
be
or something.
Or
There
Jeff.
will
I
be
didn't
2
even
episodes
ask,
this
so-
season that I wasn't on.
Oh wow, really?
Oh wow, you did a lot. Then
I've
I'll
done
do it.
nearly all.
I've done.
Well,
almost
yeah,
all
I
of
went
them
on
as
vacation
well.
in the middle there, so I missed a fuck ton of them. It was just
Yeah,
you guys.
let's
Let's see. I was
freedom.
on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'll be
so
in
far.
4.
Sounds
with
like Blood Orgy is going to be Ryan, Jack, and Chris.
I was on all.
Chris,
on
did
all
you
of
get an
them.
email about being on Theater Mode?
I just assumed I was on it. So
I just thought I'd show
I was
up.
gonna show up.
I appreciate the barrier
He's gonna
that prevents the people on the show from speaking to each other about the show, right? Like, it'd be easy if someone was like, hey, just talk to Chris. And then I'd be like, hey, want to be on the show? Da, da, da. I like that.
and I was like, why?
Yeah, and I was like, why? I'm glad.
You were suspicious of.
There's someone watching the show right now going, excellent. I've done it. I've made it happen.
The day 5 promotion is complete.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, when's that coming out?
This Sunday.
What day?
Oh, wow.
This Sunday?
Sunday.
What's the date, man?
5th.
So if you're watching this,
No,
today-
it's
First, the 5th, because today's the 4th.
I don't know.
Six- Sunday is the 6th.
Six.
So, Sunday, August 6th. Day
that
5,
Sunday?
season 2.
Is that today?
Is this the episode where Joel dies?
If you're not watching
or is
live,
that
yeah.
further in the
Yeah.
season when Joel dies?
Oh, he spoiled it!
No, I didn't say anything.
Well, I meant Jack.
I don't know, honestly.
Now you did.
Chris may have given away
Megan's
something
up.
I genuinely don't know.
Yeah, so if you're watching this not live, it's today. It's out.
That's
Go
right.
watch
Go
it.
watch us on YouTube.
If-
If you're a first member.
When does it come out?
Because it comes out on Sunday.
Oh, wow.
Is Day 5 first only? It's first only,
It's
right?
first only.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey, when's our Ruby dub coming out? They just announced
That comes out tomorrow.
Ooh, yeah, our Ruby.
If you're
my
watching
God,
this live,
what
it's
a
already,
fucking
if you're
thing
not
that
watching
was.
this
I'm
live,
I'm
it comes
excited
out
to
on
see what they
Saturday.
did with it because we recorded it. I assumed
I'm gonna be totally honest here. I told people when they asked about the Ruby dub, I was like, I'm gonna be Weiss and I'm gonna go hop 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 because that's like what I did in the Grim Eclipse
Yeah, yeah.
Let's Play. That did not happen. I walked
Here's
in
the
with
reason-
lunch and people said you're this character, and I said okay. So I read it while eating lunch.
Here's also the reason that didn't happen. You didn't fight for it.
I didn't give a shit.
Should we?
Well, that's my point.
I walked in and I was like,
disorganized.
But that's exactly my point. Don't
really
you can't have both. If you're like, I'm telling people I was gonna be Weiss, I'm telling people I was Weiss, and then I wasn't Weiss. Oh, I don't give a shit.
Well, because I don't give it. Honestly,
again,
I'm a champion of not giving a shit.
But that's why you're not Weiss.
And
Because you
people
didn't
like,
give a shit. Tell them the truth.
I was like, oh, I'll be Weiss,
like,
and they said no. I think. Who's was Weiss? You?
No, because I'll tell you similarly what happened. Someone's
Yang.
like, "Oh, you're not going to be Yang," and I said, "Fuck you, yes I am." And then they went, "Oh, okay, you're Yang."
I just don't give enough shit.
Well, then don't say I told people I was going to be Weiss, and then I wasn't Weiss, and I couldn't stop it.
I did
say I told people I was going to be Weiss, and then I wasn't Weiss because I didn't give a shit.
Because I was eating a sandwich.
No,
that's the reason.
It's correct. It's correct that I couldn't stop it because I don't have the ability to give enough shit to stop it.
You'd be like, "No, I'm Weiss," and then whoever had Weiss.
I don't think anyone was so heartbroken to be like, "Oh, but
no one in that room was like, I'm Weiss. No.
No, I mean, I said I'm gonna be Weiss, and they said no. Weiss is already taken.
Who is they?
I said, all right.
Who's they?
Whoever decided they were already Weiss.
And then you should have told them, no, I'm
like,
Weiss.
okay, can I do it? I'm sure they would have been like,
maybe
fine.
Listen, there was so much conversation going on of like, oh, you're this person, all right, then I'm gonna be this person.
The main cast. So Michael was Yang.
I was Yang and
I was Blake.
I was Yang.
Jeremy was
I'm
Blake.
Yang and John.
And Lindsay was Ruby, but not how the Ruby you think she's gonna be. And then Ryan, were you?
I think you were Weiss. Not the hell I think she's gonna be.
I wasn't lobbying for the role. It was just like, all right, I'll do that.
Ryan was Weiss. So you told Jeremy, you were like, "Fuck off."
Well, no. What happened is I said,
didn't want to fight.
I said I'm gonna be Weiss, and then someone said, "No, Ryan's already Weiss," and I said, "Oh,
it wasn't me."
You couldn't have been like,
I didn't defend
let's trade places.
Literally, I didn't give enough shit.
No one said enough. Also, we started one, and I don't want to ruin it.
If I see a person about to be shot in the head, I'm gonna go, I prefer if you didn't do that.
You didn't even say that.
But that would be making a difference.
No, because it would have been like, I don't want to. I was thinking of not getting shot. You're like, oh, but we had that.
I had rice and chicken.
You'd be like,
in front
okay.
of me. I was just
You could have had Weiss and chicken.
Oh, fucking destroyed that.
I was fucking eating.
It was pretty funny. We knocked it out one take.
I enjoyed it.
We call it one take achievement hunter.
Here was the take. We played the episode. We barreled through it. Oh no, we didn't even.
No, we just read it. We played the episode.
We did a table read. That's right.
No, because the whole thing
we barreled through the table read and then threw it to animation, and we said have fun with that.
I will say Trevor came in going, "You have to do this," and it's like, okay, what for? He's like, "You have to do this." It's like, okay, is it coming out for RTX? You have to do that. Well, when's it due? You have to do this, and I was like, okay, so I assumed it was coming out like that weekend, and I was like, oh no, it's like a month and a half later.
But to be fair, it takes them a month and a half to make it.
Yeah. So I assume animation went and redubbed everything, like
sure
moved all the lips to match us, which is stupid. Why would they spend that time doing it?
Because it's funny.
Because that show, right? The Extra Life thing that you always do, made them promise.
No, it was a first week.
It was a first week.
Don't blame that shit on Extra Life.
It was 10,000 first
No, to be fair to Jack, it was one of those things where it was like, hey guys, we passed the subscriber goal to do the Ruby dub, and the room went, oh. What the fuck is that?
Yeah.
And then all of us went, I don't know. I have no idea what that is. Literally every person in the video doing the dub wasn't told at all beforehand.
My favorite part of that was we couldn't even get a script. Out of animation.
We had to go to a website and print out a transcript to get the script.
I mean, I didn't.
I didn't either, but
Michael's already in the show. Ryan's already in the show.
I'm already in the show.
Are you in the show?
I'm Junior.
He's Junior, baby. Yang trailer.
I was the second person to talk in Ruby.
Yellow trailer.
Ever.
No, okay, here's
He's the one Yang kicks the shit out of.
I've watched season 1.
He's in season 1.
I'm in season 1, motherfucker.
Oh!
Oh, okay. No. Oh, so you're like.
Oh, so you're Junior.
The thug-looking guy.
Yeah.
Okay, that's Junior. I didn't know his
Jack,
name.
big tough guy. He's a big tough guy.
He's nailing it.
I didn't know his name. All right,
Jack.
so the thug guy.
Yang punched you in the ball.
He wasn't around long enough to be.
I'm Jack.
All right, so Chris isn't in it.
Chris is Yang.
Chris and I aren't in it. We're not in Ruby.
Not in it.
Yeah, how are you?
I don't know why he's not in it, but why aren't you?
I'm never in anything.
It'll happen.
But you like.
You're in Immersion.
Miles burned you, dog.
Get a tier. You can get a tier.
Miles.
Miles and Carrie, like, what's.
True.
You guys got bad blood?
We fight
You stab in the back.
Bad blood.
You should write a song, like Taylor Swift.
You should write her song for Ruby.
Really stick it to him.
You should write a rap for. You should write a Ruby rap. Rap, Ruben. Ruby,
rap.
rap.
In the show.
Well, because I mean, he's the rap guy. You know.
I am the rap guy.
Right. You know, when you think epic rap battles of history,
When
you
I
think,
think of-
Michael and Ray.
I was like, do not fall asleep. Do not fall asleep. Do not fall asleep. His name is Chris.
That's exactly my words.
And then he walks in, and he's like,
sounds like the
Hey.
birds.
dude, bird is the word. So
Sounds like the birds.
you've got that, Jeremy.
Are you gonna do a shot? No, 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 no,
I've
no,
been
no, no, wait.
shotting, baby.
Wait.
You're falling behind.
Wait.
Dude,
I've
this
been
cider
shotting.
shit is
He has
fucking
been shot.
delicious.
He's been shot.
What cider?
Well, it's like liquor, but it tastes like hard
Didn't
cider.
you stash some
The apple shit right there.
moonshine
You
for
stash-
Jack or
Yes,
something?
it's very
Oh yeah,
good.
my
It's
moonshine.
good.
Yeah.
It looks like a.
I'm telling you.
They may have got
It's
drank.
like-
it looks like
Liam,
Charles.
I don't
No, it
blame
looks
him.
like Charles Manson
Yeah,
staring at me.
but it's like Charles Manson apple liquor, and it's
So
like
you keep that moonshine
It's
for
Charles
Jack? or
Manson.
something?
Michael, you did
it's in the fridge.
It is in the fridge. Okay, next Friday, oh shit, no, I have to go to the airport next Friday after this. Fuck, I want to drink it, but I want to drink it publicly at some point.
I mean, you could do it in the post show,
You gonna drink without cheering?
or you could.
No, I want to
wait
drink.
2
I want to
weeks.
drink it on the off. Okay, we'll do it 2 weeks.
You
Because
didn't fucking show up to the goddamn birthday last
sorry,
week.
sorry,
For the record,
sorry.
This beer was great.
Oh, was it good? Have you
All
had any
ounce of it.
Have you had any beer yet?
That
All
shot of
ounce of
beer
it was great.
Yeah, we had 9 years, man. I'm
do 99 more. You do the 100 challenge. That was fun. I got
yeah.
blasted from that.
Yeah,
Did
how-
that on Extra Life.
How many?
Fuck that.
Did you make it through?
100 shots of beer.
No, I
in
remember.
one-
I remember.
okay,
How
shit.
many did you make it through?
Yeah, I got
All
it.
of them.
Oh, you did all of
Yeah,
them?
I did all of them, and then I shot Gavin with a paintball.
Did
gun.
we ever?
That's hot.
Did we ever release that William Tell? The you shooting the paintball?
Yeah, we
shooting
did.
the
You
beer can? We did. Okay.
That definitely came out.
So,
did.
Chris, So our goal for Extra Life this year is to hit $1 million in 24 hours, which is fucking crazy. When we hit $1 million, what will you do?
What have we
like
already
what-
promised? We've
we-
already promised.
Rob-
Ryan and I will take a shot
Ryan, you're
together.
doing a shot. I'm getting a
All right.
tattoo at $1 million. Like I'm
Okay.
getting another tattoo at $1
I feel
million.
like we're stacking $1 million. We should like spread some of that out, right?
No,
We'll have
million's
other
the
ones.
big one.
Million's the big one.
Yeah.
Chris, what are you gonna
do a
do?
bunch
pal?
of shit out of
Yeah,
that.
I'm gonna say you did one. of the,
Also, it's like I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's great. Jack wants to get tattoos, so that's
Yeah, but I mean, like I would like to get a tattoo.
It's cool, but I'm just saying I think that makes it fine to have like
And I want
8
a drink.
things at $1 million.
Yeah, yeah,
He's
yeah.
a fucking drunk, so
Yeah, yeah.
Jeremy's like, yeah.
That's what
Is
they
there
call
a way-
me.
If we're gonna
That's
do
what I
that,
call you.
is there a way we could Rube Goldberg this thing? Like we do a shot, we put it down, that hits a power switch, it turns on
What
the
a-
tattoo gun,
what a
tattoo gun starts to do the
Ryan-like
thing, and it
comment.
just
I gotta say, Chris did one of the most impressive things I've ever seen done at an Extra Life.
You ate it.
Yeah,
You ate the spider.
Yeah.
fuck the spider.
That was fucking impressive.
I mean, impressive.
I almost
wanna
threw up
say
eating a scorpion claw.
disgusting, the baby birding. My
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That was way
That came from RT Games.
Way
Those guys go
worse.
hard.
Way worse.
Jesus Christ, those guys. Yeah. So we're.
Why do you think fucking Andy left?
That's a great point.
It's true.
it's
like,
like his
I'm-
fucking idea.
He's like, I'm done sucking on this shit. I'm going to kind of funny.
Maybe we can fly Indy in for it. Maybe we can fly kind of funny.
I
in
mean,
for
let's
it.
not fly him in. Let's invite him.
Oh, here we
He
go.
can
If
pay
you're
for his
watching the
own
live
ticket.
footage right now, here's Chris eating a spider.
Look at that. It's such a big. Oh my god! I can't
Chris.
believe it.
Honestly, though, that perfectly lines up with what you were saying before. Is you just go, Chris is weird.
Yeah.
Like that. To me, if anyone else did that, I'd
the
be like,
fuck is John Reisinger wearing?
"Oh." Instead, I just go,
his
Chris.
Tuesday wear.
I did
Is that
vomit
some-
later.
Is that some? What do you got, Modelo there?
Yep.
No.
Wow.
But
Your phone's ringing, Chris.
Is it someone important? No.
Sorry, whoever that was.
That shot also reminds me, guys. Remember Aaron?
Oh yeah.
Is he dead?
Yeah. That's why we couldn't
Yeah.
have him or Josh on.
They were here.
I heard he was in jail.
I told him no.
We don't
I
talk
mean-
about why.
Is someone gonna listen to Aaron for 2.5 hours? Come on.
God.
Chris.
Exactly.
He's got
We're all about Chris. People
toilet
love
seat
it.
gravitas.
I'm on the hashtag. People love Chris.
I can't remember how I described it, and I was like, "Well, Chris would be good." We were in the Achievement office. I'm like, "Well, I mean, if they're shoving somebody down our throat, someone." I was like, "Chris could be pretty good. He'd be weird, and they'll probably say some stuff. He'll promote Day 5, but then he'll just kind of be kind of awkward, and then he'll tell some really weird story that'll be funny in a Chris way." And Gavin looks at me and goes, "You've just described every time he's on the RT podcast." I'm like, yeah, Chris.
I think we run down the checklist.
Makes total sense.
Just say, Aaron, I'm kind of sorry about what I said. Josh, I'm sorry about what I said. Josh is very nice to me. I feel like I shouldn't insult Josh.
Is that drunk
your
regret
butt,
right
your-
there?
I feel like every time I'm on the podcast, I'm like, I get one good moment. And then I'm out.
That's all you need for a podcast.
You got a couple on
You
this
had the
one.
rape moment with the Pirates
There you
ride.
go.
That was
Perfect.
one. That was
Hey,
one
it's
of
like,
many.
hey, we loved your rape moment.
Yeah, that's all you
Your
need.
rape moment, fantastic.
You got
That's
it.
strong.
You got one.
Fantastic.
That's all you.
That'll be
Pin
the-
that tweet.
That'll be the clip they show at the streamies.
Fucking Christ.
You all right, Jeremy?
What?
Yes. Hashtags? Why'd you do that? They're not a sponsor.
They are now.
That's not true.
They sponsor my body. Maker's Mark.
If they sponsored
Maker's
body,
Mark.
you wouldn't have
How
to buy
to
it.
make her a better Jeremy. Yeah. Shit. I almost dropped it.
All right then.
We're not recording anything after this, are we?
You're not.
Post show.
You're not.
I do like the number of times, and then I've certainly been.
That's beer number 2. No, Michael over
That
here.
one's not much better. That one's not much better.
I was looking at it. It's better, but not much better.
Yeah.
Not much
But I'm not going to blame the tap on that one.
Yeah.
The first one I was giving you a pass. I've definitely been guilty of it myself, but certainly I like the Trevor call to action. It'd be like, all right, so he's gone. like the tell the room before Jeremy barrels in from off top. Yeah. And I know I've gotten that several times.
Yeah, Michael, you've had that one.
But
it's usually Gavin.
We got a code blue coming in.
We're under accessible ice off.
There's a moose.
It comes up so much. I know I've said it in other videos that I've been watching the How Do Words Good videos again because they're great, like nonsense to have on in the background while you're doing other shit. And fucking, there was that whole episode where Michael got annihilated, the Goldschlager stuff. Or
oh,
whatever.
was that the Hitman? Like
yes, when you barreled in there.
See, the thing is, like, I barreled in, but even then, my barreling was nothing compared to Jack and Bruce, who busted in at the very end and were singing.
Yeah, we're doing sellout.
But there's a great moment during the podcast where you've been drinking the Goldschlager the whole time, and I think it's Jack who goes, Michael, you should have some water and slide through the Patron. And you go, like, you're yelling at the camera about something, you're like, oh my God, got there! And you, like, start drinking out of it, and you hear Gavin in the background going, no!
Yeah.
That sounds like something I would
He knows.
Dude,
Jack was such an asshole.
I can't remember what the options were when, like, we were talking about, like, making off topic, like, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And it came down to, there was, like, 2 days. It was, like, again, broadcast is so different now, but it was, like, Tuesday or Friday. And I'm like, Friday.
Yeah.
Definitely seems like a Friday
Yeah, it's
show.
a good end of week
The number
show.
of times where we don't plan on it, it's like, we're here all day Friday, gotta film all day. The number of times it's like off topic and it's like, we ain't filming.
We're done. Yeah, it's getting going.
I'm glad it's a Friday.
We could bust something out after this. Is Jeff still around?
He was going to lunch with Lewis, I think Trevor.
We're gonna wrap it up quick. We're gonna do that.
Okay, so before this we recorded Sky Factory, which I know some of you were sick of.
Episode 16!
It was episode 16 of Sky Factory. That's so many!
Dude, like, honestly,
that's insane.
The thing about Sky Factory is, like, I really came alive, like, in the last 5 episodes.
Oh,
like, the stuff that I'm building is fucking, like, it's pretty good.
Michael's had his own adventure.
Yeah.
Jack and Ryan.
At this point,
too.
right?
So Sky Factory, by the way, to catch you up.
It's a thing in Minecraft. You're caught up. I decided today in this episode, as for many of the 16 parts, I've done absolutely nothing. Like, some parts I made dirt. Some parts
sometimes aggressively nothing.
Some parts I made leaves.
Aggressively
He's very forward with his nothing.
This part I decided, like, you know what? My camera, because I've accepted that I do nothing. And I don't want to be like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do every episode? I'm like, you know what? I'm going to be the audience. And I'll just, you know what? I'll just show them all the stuff. Like,
nice.
You want a free roam camera of someone who's literally not participating in this structure? I literally just go, I'm gonna watch Jeremy for 5 minutes.
I walked
like,
into
walk
where I'm
around
doing all my
Jeremy.
shit. And
Then
Michael's just like,
well, I was watching
whatever I'm working on.
You
Like,
had
what
the
are you
flower.
doing?
You had the flower.
I had the
was like, I'm gonna
flower,
watch
the magic flower.
I
Yeah.
literally didn't move my screen for like 4 minutes, and then like I'm gonna go watch Jeff's chickens. I was watching the chickens. I feel like my screen is more like it's not, but it's like reminiscent of like a 24-hour feed. Like you're watching what's happening, and then you're like, what isn't happening?
Yeah.
That's when you switch to me.
No,
These
People
are notes I'm
lost
giving
their
to the
shit
editors.
with the episode that came out today from Public.
Which one was that?
that
it's
was
the one where Gavin and I made the laser.
And the chisel, too,
And
right?
the chisel. Gavin made the chisel, so the tiny.
Is that the one when he's like, go look, do my
Yeah, exactly. Yep. And so
Love
that
that.
one's awesome. The next episode is pretty good. We're like, just continuing what we're doing.
That was Ryan Returns, I think.
Ryan came
Is that
back.
the name of the episode?
Yeah.
Ryan came back. I was lost for the entire episode. So I don't know what happened.
I love how I, of all people, have been in almost all of these.
Yeah.
I've missed like one.
Oh,
So
no,
that's episode.
I think.
What episode came out today?
I don't know. Maybe 2?
12,
I think
13?
13 came out today. 13 came out today. So 14 is like Ryan returns. I'm doing my own shit, and Ryan comes to save me at one point. It's a whole thing.
No,
that's 15.
No.
I'm not in 15. You guys filmed another one without me.
That's
Shit.
right. Okay, 14.
And you can't keep track. That's okay. Don't worry.
Regardless, Gavin and someone posted on the
something
subreddit.
happened.
They were like, I like how
By the way,
Gavin and
13
Jeremy
came out
are
13,
into
yeah,
like
13 came out today.
13. Okay, so they're like, I like how Gavin and Jeremy are into like the dark arts at this point, something like that. And I literally responded to that Reddit post writing, "You have no idea what Gavin and I have gotten into.
Yeah.
Gavin and I have fucking torn the whole series apart.
Yeah.
With the stuff that we've been working
I see
on.
Jeremy going, I need to get to the dragon realm. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you talking about?
Like Ryan and Jack are building like these foundries and all these.
You guys
dudes
are
and everything.
real. You guys are real, like sciency.
Yeah,
and him and Gavin are real, like dark arts.
Yeah.
Right, like I built. I'm like
sorcerers.
I'm like Gavin. I need more blood.
They're literally using like blood magic.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not even exaggerating.
Yeah.
It's in the
Gavin
game.
built a sacrificial life, and it helped.
Well, it's been fun because I've been playing the game on my
right,
own,
right,
and I'm like I'm learning how to do the shit that Ryan was doing like 10 episodes
Which
ago.
is-
Now you know.
now I'm
is
like,
even-
oh, I understand it.
Which is even better for episodes now because you know enough where you and Ryan argue over
That's
things
true, yeah,
in the
right.
middle of videos
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you both know enough.
Well, 'cause I'm
but
looking
you
at,
have
like-
two different techniques.
Yeah,
The thing
yeah,
about
yeah.
Sky Factory, there's 50 ways to do
Oh yeah,
everything.
yeah, yeah.
So
but
he's
it's like
doing
Ryan,
it one
what
way,
the fuck
you're
is
doing
this?
it the other
He's
way.
like, oh, I was like, why would you
that
put
is-
this here?
No,
That
The thing is, you're looking at the Model 1 of
Yeah, yeah,
everything
yeah.
that you know now.
I know, yeah. But
That
it's
is a
fun.
perfect example, though. Literally, today's episode was Ryan. What is this? What am I looking at here?
Even
What am
better
I
was
looking
it's
at?
like, and also you're getting the side of the now spillover of the I don't know what I'm doing. How do I get this?
Yeah,
How
I'm
do I do
also-
that? And I'm like, that is why it looks like that.
Yeah.
It's because you start working on it for 5 seconds
is
and someone's
also
like,
funny.
I need logs.
Which is also funny because I can totally say, as being that person who's now basically given up on that, because I'll never know enough. Ryan is technique of like, oh, you just got to, okay, someone's asking me a question, and I've told them 10 times where he's like, all right, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do this. Okay, hang on, you got to do that. Jack, today, episode 60, not knowing things, it's like, hey, Jack, how do I do this? Jack's like, I'm not fucking doing it for you. I'm not gonna do it. I don't fucking care. You don't know how to do it.
That was Jeff wanted fucking dirt,
Jack
and I
went
showed
from
him how
not
to do
learning
it.
to learning,
I will
and he's
say-
like, I can't do everything for you. I don't know what to tell you. And then
turn
Ryan
was-
was like, thank you. Welcome to my life.
The turn was
Jack
Jeff
was way
like,
hotter than you were.
I want dirt, and you were like, you want a watering can?
Yeah.
And that was the end of the sentence.
No, fuck that. No,
you followed up later.
I
but it
taught
was
him
just
how to
like-
do everything.
That was
I
completely
showed
unreal.
Jeff.
You
how
No,
to do
it was like he goes, you
later
want
went
dirt,
back
and
and
then
went,
he go, you want a watering can? And Jeff's like, what does that do? I don't know.
Meanwhile,
I
I'm
like
in the
turn
forest,
in
like
Jeff's attitude right there. He's like, I'll do it. Just
that's all going on. Meanwhile, I'm in the forest, like I'm shooting magic into the sky.
Meanwhile, he's shooting magic into the sky, and I'm doing this.
yeah, Michael's watching.
No, but that's the thing I love about Sky Factory. We all have our own like narrative threads happening in this
Not
world.
all of us.
Like I started doing farming,
Some of us
and then
watch
like
it.
Ryan and I have kind of like tied together now. Jeff is off doing his chicken shit. You and Gavin have your magic shit.
Yeah.
Michael's floating around being the audience. It's like
Here's
we
the thing,
all
too.
have our things.
I have slime shoes.
There you go.
I don't know if that's in a video
Michael
yet.
fell
I
off
get-
the edge of
I
the
gave you
map at
slime
one
boots,
point
yeah.
and was fine because he had slime shoes.
It was funny. It's funny. I don't think it's much of a spoiler. It was a funny moment where like I'm watching Jeremy, and I think I was like, I'm gonna get a better angle, and I'm like walking around, and I walked off the cliff, and I just go, oh, and Jeremy's like, what happened? I go, I fell off. And he's like, you fell off? Did you die? I'm like, no, I got slime shoes.
He just like landed and
I fell like
bounced.
hundreds
It's
of
fine.
feet. I look down, I'm like, landed, and then like I just warped back up.
Yeah.
Fucking
And that's the thing too, is like building teleporters, like elevators and shit. It's like, oh god, this game is so much fun.
Jack, again, the equivalent
I
of
love
part 16, I'm like, oh, teleporter, sweet. And I'm holding a chunk of wood. You know, it's like, space bar. You want wood or do you want hemp seeds? Which one do you want? I found both.
It is by far the longest running series we've ever had in Minecraft.
we
I
enjoy it.
guarantee
We
you
love doing it,
it's
too.
twice as long as the longest series.
Yeah.
I don't know
it's
one that went
insanity.
over
16
6 parts.
16
7
parts is insane. Like, even 3D Ultra Mini Golf, including the first and second game, was how many parts? It was probably like close to that, 15 or so.
About that.
Yeah.
I'd say like 16 parts. Sky Factory is Minecraft at this point.
Yeah, it's still Minecraft.
It might be the longest running series in Achievement Hunter history at this point. Like not counting like
what do you mean?
GTA 5 and Minecraft, not counting that, but I mean like the single idea series.
Oh, like one idea?
One idea.
Probably.
One mod pack or
Yeah,
it
but
might be.
it's up in the air because it's not so much an idea. It's a
And
thing
also,
we're playing.
it has
you know what
almost been like because it's part. What did you say just came out? 15?
No,
14.
No,
13.
13 just came out.
Losing it.
13 just came out. I mean, it's not exactly true, I'm sure, but like 15 parts almost came out week after week.
Yeah.
15 weeks in a row.
I would say it's
almost
probably
like
probably out of like 20.
Yeah.
Right? We've got 13 episodes out of like 16 or 17.
And there's some people that hate it, and there's some people that love it.
Yeah.
Well, if you hate it, then Minecraft is dead to you.
Yeah,
It's over.
The thing is, for us, is if we can find something that we all genuinely love and enjoy doing, we're just gonna keep doing.
Or
And
if
that's what Sky
almost
Factory
all of
is.
us love it, you know?
Yeah.
That's enough?
Well, I mean, well, if you weren't doing that in Sky Factory, like, what would you be doing in Minecraft?
Nothing?
Exactly. That's the thing. It's like, all right, well, maybe
Yeah,
we'll find your thing in
They
Sky
even
Factory.
added new achievements to Minecraft, and I was like, these aren't great.
Yeah, yeah.
It's all stuff we've done before.
Ice Walk.
The Ice Walk one's pretty cool, but like even that is like a pain in the
Is
ass.
that like a cold, like Chinese restaurant?
Yes.
You're right.
Well, I was just finishing the shot.
Can't believe you did another one without toasting me first. That's fine.
You're too slow.
Don't you dare call me slow with drinking.
Just did. You're falling behind.
How dare you?
I don't know. I'd like a shot count. Although if it wasn't on the Y, you really can't keep track. I don't know who counted. Oh, we should end.
We should end. It's been 2.5 hours.
Well, it's been almost. We started late.
We did start late.
But that's okay. Dude, Chris, thanks. Hey, thanks a lot.
Thanks
We
for
should
coming,
have
Chris.
someone set this up again sometime.
Day 5.
I mean,
The
we'll have
season-
your people email.
I don't even think we don't even have people. There's just the people.
They're people who email.
The people who know. We're both their people, and we don't even know.
So
apparently,
Day 5, the season where Joel dies, starts this
you
Sunday.
said Joel dies, and
right?
then
For
me
first
and
members.
Ryan are in the next season
exactly
Written in already.
as the same character.
as the same character that Ryan was
share
going to be
about it.
And we
this
just
season.
announced
We
season
already
3.
did that in fucking 11 Little Roosters, though.
Yeah.
It's me and Gavin did that.
No,
Share
like
a
we
body.
literally share a body. Like we're.
Oh, like
Yeah.
stuck on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're like
it's like
conjoined
those
twins.
dogs.
Yeah.
You know, have your dogs who have sex and their penis gets stuck to each other?
Right. Yeah. The knot swells and it's just.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. I don't know what to
Thanks.
with that.
Oh, I didn't give Gavin a credit, so let's see what broadcast made up.
Bye.